What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to another match day here on Anfield Agenda. The Reds taking on Wolverhampton Wanderers in what should be a fairly straightforward occasion. The big news of the day, believe it or not, this is not a drill. Federico Chiesa starts on the football pitch for Liverpool Football Club. They are words that I've been waiting to say for quite a long time, but yes, Fede is in the starting 11. You can see it on screen there now. Let me take you through it. It is Alisson, Van Dijk, Kerkez, Wirtz, McAllister, Chiesa, Jones, Ekitike, Frimpong and Gravenberch. That is the Liverpool starting 11. Mamardashvili, Woodman, Bradley, Gakpo, Robbo, Naomi, Ramsey, Lucky and Ingamoa are on the bench today for the Reds. So that is your confirmed Liverpool starting 11, ladies and gents. Hope you all had a lovely Christmas, by the way. Great to be here with you. Scotty, first membership comment of the day. How are we, bro? Let's go, Liverpool. Can we have a sing-song? Federico is here to win and Hugo Boss. It's a bit early for me for a sing-song, Scotty. I'm still warming into the day, bro. Only on coffee number 2, don't you know? But I tell you what, it's a Christmas miracle. Fede's starting. I'm delighted with that. We have a lot planned for you today, folks. We're going to have our watch-along match reaction player ratings video. There'll be a late-night agenda tonight as well. So whatever you've got planned, I hope you have a wonderful day ahead of you. Don't forget, we are here with thanks to our friends at Big Up as well. And I'll be taking you through exactly how you can enter our predictions competition today. Not only with a chance to win a prize for yourself, you'll also have a chance to get into that draw for $25,000 US. Yes, you heard me right. $25,000. We'll tell you how you can enter that in a moment. We should be beating Wolves, no excuses, said that meme guy. You're not wrong, dude. You're not wrong. It should be a straightforward affair, this one. There should be no excuses. It should be fairly straightforward work. Let's have a look at both sides, though, while we're having that chat, and then we'll take you through how to enter today's Big Up prediction. So for the Reds, Alisson in goal, Frimpong at right back, Milos Kerkez at left back, Ibu and Virgil van Dijk are your centre backs, Curtis Jones, Ryan Gravenberch, Chiesa, McAllister and Wirtz, tucked in behind Mr. Hugo Ekitike. For Wolves, it is Sa, then it's Mosquera, Krejci, Bueno again, Andre, Gomes, Doherty, Mane, Arkader and He-Chan. So that's the 11 for Wolves. Look, it doesn't really matter to me what 11 Wolves put up. They have 2 points all season, ladies and gents. 2 points. There can be no excuses today from the team. No excuses from Arna. It is 3 points at a bare minimum. And that is all she wrote, ladies and gents. Right, so every match day moving forward, as we promised, we're going to be hosting a corresponding predictions, and you can also check out our watch along over on Big Up. Let me show you a little brief demo. So we've joined up with our friends at Big Up, a community platform where you can watch every single Anfield Agenda watch along and play an exciting new predictions game. Predictions is a sweepstakes game where you can win some fantastic prizes, and there is even a free-to-play entry. For every Anfield Agenda watch-along, we'll have a predictions game set up. So today, obviously, the Wolves prediction game is set up. You can either download the iOS Big Up app or go to bigup.com. Just click on the Games tab and you'll see a list of 6 predictions questions. You have to answer between 2 and 6 of those, and you'll be in with a chance then to win your prize. Just choose your entry amount and then decide if you'd like to play Power Play or Flex Play. In Power Play, you must get every single one of your selections right to win a prize. But in Flex Play, you can get one or more of your selections to lose and you'll still win a prize, but you must have a minimum of 3 entries. In fact, I think it is 1 selection that can be incorrect to still win a prize with a minimum of 3 selections. Now, I mentioned to you earlier on about it being a great time to enter for that huge cash prize. Well, there's 2 great reasons to enter Big Up right now. They are running a promotion that when you enter your first predictions game, they will give you $5 or 500 big bucks that you can use for other games or to donate to your favorite content creator. And as I mentioned, we're also giving away $25,000 with thanks to our friends at Big Up. Everybody that enters into any Big Up prediction game receives 1 entry into that draw. The more predictions games you enter, the more entries you have into the draw. The winner will be announced at the end of December. And as I mentioned, that is $25,000. $25,000 for one lucky winner. It is over 18s, and thank you guys so much for playing along with us so far. I'll walk you through some of my predictions in a moment, just to give you a bit of a flavour of, well, what a winning prediction's going to look like. Liz, how are we, my friend? Happy match day. Love you, Craig, my friend. Right back at you, Liz. Right back at you. Elks said Chiesa starts, incoming 2 assists and great hustle. Well, I just hope we get a win, and it'd be lovely if Fede could get on the score sheet. It'd be absolutely lovely. So for those asking about the game, I'm fortunate in that it's on Premier Sports here in Ireland today, so I'll be able to watch it without having to be creative or anything like that. So I'll be able to keep you right up on the game. It's on Fubo, I believe, in Canada as well, according to our friends in the chat that are from Canada. You're getting that media lisp. Am I? I don't know. It just feels like I'm getting that media. I've only had one cup of coffee and it's still very early in the day for me. As the stream goes on, I'll wake up as the caffeine hits in, mate. I'll become more and more alive. I do have this thing, though, and I've talked about it before. When I'm speaking, particularly if I'm doing a pre-recorded video or something like that, I get this very juicy mouth is what I would call it. It's like I produce extra saliva when I'm talking. I don't know what it is, but it only happens to me really in pre-recorded videos that I do. I can't believe this is it. Chiesa's getting a start. He may even score 2, said Mick. Well, look, we just got to win. Dollars, do we live in the United States now? No, dickhead, we don't live in the United States now. But shock horror, the company that set up the game are from the United States. So it's almost as if they use the currency for their own country, isn't it? It's incredible, but I'll tell you what, I'll save you from the hassle, bro. You don't have to worry about $25,000 because dickheads need not enter. So off you pop. Jeez, imagine moaning about having the chance to win $25,000. I don't want dollars, me. I want great British fucking pounds. Mate, I'll take dollars. I'll take yen. I'll take euro. I'll take Australian dollars. I'll take gold. I'll take Bitcoin. I'll take anything if you want to give me 25 G's worth. My God, fella, get over yourself. I see you're in the Christmas spirit anyway. G'day, Craig. Love your work, mate. See what I mean? I'm Australian now as well, dude. I'm out here dropping multilingual accents. Sorry about the state of that one, Jimbo. But good day to you, sir, and welcome in. Great to have you with us. Would have been good if Chiesa started on the left. Hand on heart, I don't know where he's starting exactly. So don't take my graphic as a definitive on where Fede is starting. Just know he's on the pitch, and we'll go from there. Okay, you've got me. Stotty boys got me. I wouldn't take 25 grand's worth of broccoli. Hands up, you've got me, dude. Fair play. I wouldn't take 25 gram of broccoli, let alone 25 grands of it. Yeah. Money is money, Craig. Darn tootin'. Darn tootin' it is. Money's money, and money's hard enough to come across these days, you know? We need a win today. It's not going to be easy. What? It should be easy. Why are we why is it every week when we come on, lads, we're trying to make out like the opposition are prime 1970s Brazil? We're playing Wolves at Anfield. It should be a walk in the park. It should be a stroll. It should be easy peasy. They have 2 points all season, my man. 2. Come on. If we can't be confident about this one, that's shocking. Craig said that ain't a knife. That's a knife in an Aussie accent, please. Well, there's 2 ways I can do that. I can do the Australian one from Crocodile Dundee, or I can give you. I see you've played Knifey Spoony before. Then Knifey Spoony. Who doesn't love a bit of Knifey Spoony? That's a very particular reference, by the way. That's not a knife. This is a knife. What? You thought Crocodile Dundee was here in front of you. And if not, you said Steve Irwin's definitely come back, hasn't he? Federico Chiesa starts a Premier League game at Anfield for the first time in his Liverpool career. Let that sink in. James Pearce writes this, and it's about time James writes something based in the world of fucking reality, based on some of the other nonsense Pearce has been writing over the last while. His only previous top-flight start for the club was away to Brighton after the title had been wrapped up back in May. Now, so he makes his first ever Premier League start at Anfield after, 18 months at the club. There you go. But yet the manager loves him. Loves him. Great fella. Likes him as a man and likes him as a player. I'll have a coffee. Beer it is then. No, coffee, beer. Connor straight in with the references. It's a Merry Christmas. Hope you've had a good Christmas, lad. We should be smashing them easily. Hopefully Chiesa can show why he is an option. Yeah. I had a lovely Christmas, thank you. Yeah, yesterday was a weird one. There just was not enough football on for my liking yesterday. Had to sit back and watch that turgid affair between United and Newcastle. But yeah, there just wasn't enough football on. Yesterday, I felt robbed as a football fan. I don't like it. Boxing Day should have been chock-a-block with football. Sorry, Boxing Day in the UK. We call it Stevens's Day over here. Hey, Craig, who's on the bench? No problem, my friend. Let me just run through that one for you. Give me 2 seconds. Your Liverpool bench today is Mamardashvili, Woodman, Bradley, Gakpo, Robertson, Nioni, Ramsey, Engamoa, and Lucky. That is the Liverpool bench. Anfield Road, how are you, bro? Yes, Craig, mate. Merry Christmas. How you doing? Should be an easy one today. If we can get the win, I'm going to be watching football again. Come on, you Fede. Bloody legend, and let's have him. Let's have him indeed, sir. Let's have him indeed. So, I explained to you about the big ups entry form and how you do enter into it. There is still time to enter. You've got about an hour or so to enter in, but I want to just show you my big up picks to give you an example of what I've done for today. So the ones that I've gone for is Florian assist. Florian assist. I was going to just call him Florian assist. Florian Wirtz will score a goal or have an assist. So as you can see, I voted yes on that one because I think that one's going to happen. He had an assist in his last game, and today I'm going to actually back Florian to get a goal. So Florian Wirtz to have a goal or an assist, that was a yes from me. I chose 4 questions to answer. Next one up, I said, was Jorge Larsson going to score a goal or give an assist? And I said no, because I'm not having it. I'm not having that Wolves are scoring today at all. So I said no to that one. Next question up was, there will be over 3 goals in the match today. And as you can see from the selections on the screen, your boys voted yes for that one because I predicted Liverpool to win by 3-0. So of course I'm going to say there's going to be 3 goals or more. And Hugo Ekitike will score a goal. As you can see, I've gone for yes on that one. No, hang on. I haven't. Wrong one. I said there'd be a goal in the first half. Excuse me. There'd be a goal in the first half, to which I voted yes. So my selections, Wirtz will have a goal or an assist. There will be 3 goals or more in the match, yes. Jorge Larsson or Jorgen Larsson won't have a goal or an assist, and there'll be a goal or more in the first half. They were my selections for this one. What's Crosby sending me now? The selection of both benches, good man. So if you think you can beat me on that, go and have a go. The leaderboard will be open. We'll see who's got what. Last week we had a $101 winner as well. Congratulations to them. Last week I was screwed by Richarlison. Came on. I needed 1 more goal in the game, and if anybody on the pitch, anybody outside of Richarlison scored it, I would have won. But now, of course, Richarlison has to rock up. And remember, it is 18s only. Ladies and gents, or 18s and over, I should say. Isn't that 4 goals minimum? No, it's 3 or more goals in the game. 3 or more goals. So there will be over 3 goals in the game. Yeah, sorry, you're right. You're right. You're right. There'll be over 3 goals in the game. Yes, so I've gone for yes. That's 4. You're correct. That shows you why I'm here and you're not. Because you get it right and I get it wrong. Yes, I'll walk you through them again real quick. Wirtz to score a goal or have an assist, I said yes. Larsson to score a goal or have an assist, I said no. There will be over 3 goals in the match, I said yes. And there will be 1 goal or more in the first half, I said yes. Elk said, made an entry, love big up, was easy to use. Brilliant, we love that, Elks. It is easy to use, and as well as, of course, being able to keep an eye on the predictions game, have a chat board in there, the leaderboard will be there, so you can see the watch-along in there as well. The watch-along will, of course, be right here on YouTube. We've got you covered, and I'll be keeping an eye on the leaderboard as well throughout the watch-along to see exactly who's got the minerals. The real Johnny Sins hates, how are we? So when are we going to drop the last part of the name, bro? I've been wondering about this because it used to be the real Johnny Sins, and then you put in hates at the end of it. When is it going to go back happy? If we start winning games, it's just going to be back to the real Johnny Sins. Anyway, my only concern, Craig, is that we somehow don't win or somehow struggle today. We all know Slot and the LFC media will scapegoat Chiesa for it. Yeah, but we don't have to believe the nonsense that's written. I've been trying to say that so much recently, dude. There's been so much crap written that just has no form of reality based on it. So they can write it, but I can call that out. You can call that out. And we will call it out. Because I'm on a one-man crusade now to call out the doublespeak and the nonsense that I see in the media from the you-know-who brigade. They'll all call the police brigade. The how dare you say that? We are the written established media brigade. I don't care. Talk shit. I'm going to call you out on it. And Mr. Johnny Sin's the same. And there has been quite a bit of that lately. But today we are getting the win, bro. So nothing to worry about. We're getting the win. We're having a nice, cool late night agenda tonight. We're looking forward to the new year. And we're talking about how the Reds are going to get back up that league table. Interesting game on later on today as well. Chelsea, Villa. Do let me know who you've got in that one. Stu, how are we? Wishing peace and love to all. Great channel. And to you, my friend. And to you. Appreciate you. John Erdinger, how are we, John? Merry Christmas to you, Craig and Colin. Yep, I'll pass that on to Colin for you. I want Chiesa to get a hat-trick to show Slot he's been wrong all along. A hat-trick? That's just being greedy. That's just being greedy, sir. Look, I think if I could have a perfect evening, I'd have a Chiesa goal, a Wirtz goal, and an Ekitike goal. That would be a perfect evening's work for me if all of those three could come in. Craig, who do you think is better, last season's Macca or this season's Dom? Good question. It's so easy to have recency bias in these things, isn't it? You know, because you think back and you think of progress this season and it hasn't been what you would want. So I'm probably going to go with my recency bias and say this season's Dom. But I'm more concerned about why we're not seeing a lot more of last season's version of Macca this season. Jared said, just done my first big up prediction. Thanks, Craig. My pleasure, and thank you for entering. And don't forget, you will get your $5 or your 500 big bucks that you can use again for another predictions game. Or, of course, you can use it to tip your favourite content creator. I'm not saying who that should be. It's completely up to you who that should be, you know. It's not for me to say, bro. It's yours. You can do with it as you please. Oh my God, am I hallucinating? Chiesa's in the starting 11. It's not a drill. I can confirm it is not a drill. You are not seeing things. He is in the starting 11. Not only that, but we're fairly sure he's going to score. City getting held 1-1. Wow. They're away at Forest, right? In the early game, City, if I remember correctly. Rick Kip said, am I awake? Is this a dream? Who's this Chiesa guy in the team? In other news, never seen his name before. Thought it was a bench's nickname. He's quite good, this lad. You might like him. Not many people know about him. He's been our surprise weapon. Arna's been holding him back for 18 months, just waiting for the right occasion. And then, bam, release him. Unleash the Kraken. Am I crazy for predicting a 5-2 win today? Said Liban Abdi. I don't know, mate. A 5-2 win. I don't know how I'd feel about a 5-2 win. I'd be very happy with 5 goals, but if we can see 2 against Wolves, I don't know. Could we go 4-1? Could we meet in the middle? I could live with a 4-1. Typical values. Said Chiesa starts. Hope he has an absolute belter of a game. Just to rub it into Arna's face. Much love, Craig. So can I tell you, and thank you, by the way, typical values. Can I tell you guys a fun story? So my daughter's boyfriend plays a little bit of rugby as well. And he was in the dressing room after the game, as you are, and they're all getting out of their kit into their clothes to go home. And then all of a sudden he starts hearing, whoo, whoo, in the dressing room. And then somebody goes, what are you saying woo for? And then they all start going, woo! And then Sean, who is my daughter's boyfriend, sitting there going, it was because of me. They were like, "Do you never hear your man on Anfield Agenda? He's always going, woo!" And he's sitting there because they don't know he's gone out with my daughter. And they're all sitting there going, he's sitting there going, okie dokie. So there you go. We've even come into the world of rugby with the Ric Flairs. Craig, we're winning in life. We just won the Prem. We're about to slash Wolves, and I'm about to kiss your face. That sounds like a winning day to me. That sounds like a winning day. It's a win-win all around, really, isn't it? Although, I don't know, do I win in that scenario? We'll have to come back to that one later. Hey Craig, how are you? Looking well, mate. Thank you. Glad Jones is getting a good run of games. Always rated him highly. He's had a very good season. I didn't think he played well in the last game, to be honest. But apart from that, I think Curtis Jones has had a very, very good season. Stuck on a train platform and delayed 90 minutes. Chiesa starting has got rid of all the negativity. This is why I despise public transport, by the way. If I'm standing at a train station and I hear trains delayed 90 minutes, that'd break my heart. Honestly, I'd be, no, I couldn't be doing with that. That's shocking. 90 minutes. 90 minutes. What do you think you're going to do for 90 minutes? Waiting around for a choo-choo, like 90 minutes. At the very least, they should be getting you into a bar there, lashing 2 points in front of you and say, get the first half into you there and we'll make sure the train's waiting for you for the second half. Fede will leave it all on the pitch. Guaranteed belter of a game incoming for Fede. Ian said we'll lose today and Slot will blame Chiesa. Ian, surely there's no way we can lose today, mate. Surely, come on. They haven't won a game all season. Like, just think of it that way. They have not won a league game all season. They can't come to Anfield and win. They just can't. For the Villa game, I got Chelsea 2, Villa 3, but come on, Reds. Yeah, it's a really difficult one, that one. I'm not sure which way to go with that game. I was thinking about it earlier on, and my head says 2-2, but another part of me thinks Chelsea might just scrape a 2-1. Man City have just scored, said a couple of people in the chat, so does that make it 2-1 then to them? There you go. City 2-1 up against Forest. Held Arsenal until the last minute. They can hold all they want, but Arsenal still won. So, holding them till the last minute means nothing. They still came away with 0 points, to be fair. And Arsenal don't have Fede Chiesa and Hugo Ekitike and Florian Wirtz. Come on now. Graham said gambling is the worst addiction, closely followed by alcohol. Well, firstly, there's no gambling going on, mate. What we're playing with Big Up is a sweepstakes game. It isn't a gambling product. And secondly, I know only too well, and I can tell you that alcoholism has messed up my life. Not because of me, I'm not an alcoholic, but both my parents were. So how about you keep your sanctimonious opinions to yourself and let people live their own lives. I don't go around telling you all not to drink because I've had horrible experiences with alcohol. That my, grandfather died of it, my father died of it, my mother was an alcoholic. I don't go around telling people what they can and can't do and being a sanctimonious arsehole to them. Live and let live, bro. Live and let live. Because I'll tell you why. I know there are many people who can have a drink and it doesn't give them a problem. I know there are many people who can have a bet, it doesn't give them a problem. I know there are many people who can do anything and doesn't give them a problem. But I also know that I have an addictive personality, so I stay clear of alcohol. Simple as that. But just let people live their own lives, mate, and you worry about yours. We have to be careful. Leagues change. There aren't many minnows anymore. Look, I'm going to say this really clearly. If we can't beat a team that have 2 points all season at home we have bigger problems than the Wolves result. This should be a gimme. And if they can't go out there and get it done, we've got bigger fish to fry, I'm afraid. Bigger fish to fry. Scout Stewart, how are we, dude? Appreciate you. Chiesa starts. Didn't think it would happen, Craig. 11 months with us as well. Appreciate you, bro. Keith said, love you and your family, from Keith in Cornwall. Best channel in the universe, buddy. Liverpool to win 5-0. Much love to you and your family. Never been to Cornwall, believe it or not, mate. Never been. I heard it's absolutely magnificent. But, yeah. Merry New Year. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, Keith, to you and your family as well. Calix, how are we? Calixel, excuse me. All right, Craig, sorry I haven't been around, mate. Been very busy. Today, I don't think we should accept anything but 3 points and a clean sheet. You're spot on. Look, clean sheet, I'm never going to moan. A goal can come out anyhow. But definitely think we got to be coming away with the 3 points today, and a comfortable 3 points at that. Craig, I think it's time for Newcastle to move on from Eddie Howe. They should be doing so with much better squad players they have. Howe's got to go. I'm not going back into that Newcastle world, mate. Every time I talk about Newcastle, 15 Geordies make videos about it and start crying. So I don't want... It's Christmas time. I don't want the Geordies to be crying at Christmas time because I spoke about them again. You know the drill, bro. Craig talks, Geordies, where. I don't want it to happen anymore, so I'll let them just figure it out for themselves, you know? Best leave them to. Sure, they know everything anyway. So we might as well just leave them to it, bro. Chiesa finally gets his chance. And Derek Dennis, yep. I'm buzzing. I don't think I've been as excited for one single player to start since maybe, let me think. Probably Wirtz. I was really excited when Wirtz got his first start as well. Although we didn't have to wait too long for that one. We always sit back at 2-0. Slot doesn't go for the jugular. Yeah, that does annoy me, Mastad, mate. That does annoy me. I'm right with you on that one. 2-0 should be cool. We've got that now. Let's go and get the job finished. Hey, Craig. Happy holds. Surely we win today. Yeah, or questions. You're right. Look, it's a Premier League, so you've got to earn the right to win. But it should be a fairly straightforward one. Leeds coming then as well. Next up, that you would imagine that should be manageable. So nothing, for me, nothing less than 6 points over the next couple of days is good enough. Kez said, hey Craig, Merry Christmas to you and your family. Do you drink alcohol at all? I think the last time I had a drink was myself and Sabrina were in Turkey about 14 months ago. And I think we shared a bottle of vodka over a couple of nights in Turkey. But apart from that, no. Mainly because, look, I said about the parent stuff and that, but mainly because I just get horrible hangovers. I just can't be bothered with them. Like, if I went out for a night's drinking, I'd probably be 2 days on the sofa recovering. Like, it just doesn't do anything for me. You know, I don't like it. It doesn't suit my personality. And I get very smashy when I drink. And I don't mean that in an aggressive, fighty way. I mean, I just end up with a fascination liking to smash stuff. Weird shit. Like just back garden plates. Just stupid stuff. Not out of anger. Just for some reason enjoy it. JJ Drumming said, Merry Christmas. Bennett made Slot sick to start him. He didn't really have a choice. I went through this during the week and I was, doing my prediction and stuff. And there was basically no choice for him but to start, was there? Ibu's 100th appearance today as well. Well, congratulations to Ibu on that. Like to make sure, we see some more. So let's see if he signs that new contract or not. Right, again, we talked about my prediction for the 11 during the week, but let's have another look at my big up predictions now, in case you guys haven't entered. I'm usually going to go for 4 picks for my predictions because, I think it gives me a nicer potential winning. So I've gone for 4 picks. And what I've gone for today is, I'll go through all the questions and I'll tell you why I chose the ones I picked. So Florian Wirtz to score a goal or to give an assist. I said yes, because it came up for me last week when I made that prediction. And I think he's going to score today. So the next question, and I didn't answer this one, was Alexis McAllister will score a goal or give an assist. I didn't. I skipped over that one. Larsson will score a goal or give an assist. I said no to that because I'm not letting Wolves score against us today. It's not happening. So I said no to that. There'll be over 3 goals in the match. I said yes, that's going to happen because I do think we're going to smash them and I do think there'll be goals in it. There will be over 1 goal in the first half. I said yes. And the one that I didn't go with, because I didn't want to get too greedy, but you could if you would like, is Hugo Ekitike to score a goal. So they were my predictions, ladies and gentlemen. Now, if you want to go across and make your own, remember, when you enter your first predictions competition, our friends at Big Ups will give you $5 or 500 big bucks, to use for your next predictions game, or of course to donate to your favorite content creator. You'll also go into the draw for that magnificent $25,000 that they're giving away at the end of the month, and every predictions game that you enter equates to 1 entry into that draw, and it is over 18s. So make sure that you're not cheating on that one. Make sure you are over 18. Larsson not starting either. That is an interesting one from the Wolves' perspective, that no Larsson. Do you reckon he's getting sold then? I reckon Larsson's getting sold, if that's the case, because they could certainly do with him. And it's the only thing I can think of is that Larsson's going to get sold. Can you wish my husband Stephen Highs a Happy New Year? He's watching now. Stephen, Happy New Year, Makara. Hope you're well. Much love to you, and hope 2026 is a prosperous, healthy, and love-filled year for you and your family, Stephen. Thank you so much for watching, my friend. Mark said, remember, folks, somebody won $100 last week. 101! 101 to be precise. And what killed me, Mark, was I think I was on for like $78 or something. And then Richarlison scored, and that absolutely screwed me over. But it is what it is, mate. Them's the breaks. It is all just a bit of extra prediction fun to make our watch-alongs more interactive. There will be a leaderboard up as well during the game, so you can see quite how well others are doing, and we can see who the Don is, who the top dog is. Well, I'm feeling quite barky today. Rawr. And also, we can't have United level on points with us, so we've got to win today for that reason as well. With the tabletop, I can't say the words without the coffee. Sip a coffee and watch me transfer into a smooth, creamy individual. Watch. There's the cup of coffee. So, where's the comment I was reading? With the tabletop, didn't work. It didn't work. Obviously, the coffees were flawed. With the table so tight, why don't we go for the goal difference? It's so important. We've got to go. Look, I would never say chase goal difference for anything. But yeah, we do have to start keeping a mindful eye on it. You're right. Because our goal difference this season is nowhere near where it usually would be for the amount of games we've played. So it should be kept an eye on. But I don't think you go chasing goal difference. We tried that against Crystal Palace and Istanbul happened. And that still stings for me. Also, I think we only have three working days left for the office build to be finished, and then we can start the kit out process. So keep your fingers crossed for me that no major other snags happen between now and the middle of next week. So, what did you guys get as Christmas presents? Do let me know. Were we happy, disappointed, sad? Anybody got a bag of coal? I don't know if that tradition's the same everywhere around the world, but over in Ireland and I think in the UK, used to be threatened with a bag of coal. With the price of coal these days, though, I don't know if a bag of coal is a threat anymore, is it? Craig, where did you buy that mug? I need one like that. It either came from Deals, which I think you guys call something else in the UK. Pound World, I think you call it. Or it came from the local cash and carry. One or the other. I don't know, it was only like £2 or something though. And my wife keeps breaking them on me. That's probably like the 5th one I've had in the last 3 months. She just keeps smashing them. David White said socks keep disappearing. Dude, I don't know what it is about socks. I swear washing machines eat them. You never get back as many socks as you put in. You know the way they say the house always wins if you go to a casino or something? Well, I kind of feel like that's the way with the washing machine as well. You put in all your clothes and socks and jocks and whatever, and not all of them come back out again. So they're definitely taking a cut somewhere. What's the best type of coffee? I am by no means a coffee connoisseur. I am a basic bitch when it comes to coffee. As long as it's strong, strong black coffee with a dash of cold milk and 1 sugar, I'm easy. As I said, I am a very, very basic bitch when it comes to coffee. Although I did buy a very snazzy coffee machine for myself for Christmas. I just haven't figured out how to work it yet. I'll get there though. I'll get there. It's only been 2 days. Where are we at? I think we've done that one. JJ Drumming have done that one. This one. Hey Craig, maybe 2-0 or 3-0 is a realistic win. I'd take either of those, yeah. I'd prefer the 3 because that was my prediction. I got my prediction right last week as well, by the way, for those who are paying attention. I said that we'd win that 2-1. Or 2-0, sorry, 2-0 last week, wasn't it? Brighton. I'm getting mixed up the game previous. Big Chili, how are we, dude? Wow. Let me firstly say, wow. Thank you. That's incredibly kind of you. Genuinely, mate. Stop me in my tracks. Hey, Craig and everyone. Hope everyone had a good Christmas as possible. I know for some this time of year is a difficult period for various reasons. Wishing everybody a safe and happy holidays. Much love from Australia. I love the sentiment behind your post, mate. I really, really do. Thank you. Yeah, I know for me over the years, it's often felt like the loneliest time of the year, even if you are surrounded by people, because sometimes you just keep, you think of the ones that aren't with us at this time of the year. But I hope you had a wonderful Christmas, sir, and a merry New Year to you as well and your family. I hope it's a prosperous, healthy, and fun-filled 2026. Istanbul happened because of goal difference. Can you explain? Yeah, we were trying to chase it down. So the points tally was as it was on the day, and we had went ahead and we tried to chase down to catch up, because if we had have got it level on points, we could have won the league on goal difference, and it was close-ish. So we were trying to catch up, and that's why we kept pouring forward and forward and forward and forward against Crystal Palace that day. And we left ourselves open. They picked us off, and it all kind of fell apart, and it ended up 3-3. But yeah, that was how it happened. We went looking for the goal difference. Yes, the game is not on TV in the UK. I can confirm that. It's the 3 p.m. game here in Ireland, though, so I'm lucky enough it is going to be on Premier Sports, so I'll be able to take you through it. So, best part about Christmas, right? For me, is the desserts. The Christmas desserts on offer. Oh, lads, some of the desserts gone around this year were absolutely incredible. Oh, man. If you tested my blood now, it's probably 60% sugar. I'm a midfielder, but I got a goalie glove. Well, if it makes you feel any better with Frosty, I started off as a left winger and ended up as a goalkeeper. So you never know. It might end up that's the right thing for your future. I got a 2026 Liverpool calendar. Nice one. LFC Gaming Vlogs. Craig, I'm a coffee machine technician, so let me know if you need any support. Thank you. Appreciate you. Yeah, if you could just come around though, read the manual for me. Tell me exactly. No, appreciate you, bro. We got a Siemens. I think it's a Siemens EQ 500. I think was the coffee machine I went for in the end, because it gave me pretty much what I wanted, which was the ability to be as lazy as humanly possible and push one button and hope for it all to happen. Yeah, and I also liked it because the milk container that came with it can just come off and go straight into the fridge door and then come back straight onto it. So yeah, I did research for about 3 months before I bought one. But I appreciate your kind offer, mate. Cherky is doing very well. Impressed, say Corbin. Yeah, he's a good player. Like I said, when he joined Manchester City, like nobody was ever trying to say he wasn't a good player, but I don't think he's going to get near Wirtz's level, and that was the comparison that was always being made by them because they wanted to feel better about missing out. And look, that Manchester City team are probably a year ahead of us with regards to a lot of their transition. Last year was their kind of big shake-up year, and this year they're looking more like their normal selves and could very well chase down Arsenal. Carbon said, "Hey Craig, hearing the snow at work in New York, but I'm still listening in before the game starts and hoping for a win. And looking forward to seeing how we play today without some key players." Well, firstly, work safely, my friend, and I hope you are keeping as warm as possible. Thank you so much for dropping in, bro. Much love to you over in New York. Immediately in my head wants me to start singing Fairy Tale of New York, but no, I won't be doing that, don't worry. I got 2 Liverpool flasks, a Liverpool keyring, and a Liverpool hoodie. Do you know what I bought yesterday for the office? I should probably tell Connor this. Connor, you know what I bought us yesterday for the office? I was on the Liverpool website last night and I was getting a couple of cushions for the office. And I seen something that I just had to have. So it was, Clive Tilsley, the commentator. It was his pre-match notes for the Champions League final against AC Milan in 2005 in a frame, and it was his pre-match notes on each player, on the coaches, and I just thought it was such a beautiful piece to have hanging up to talk about that I had to get it. I didn't even know it existed till I looked under the fan cave section, I think it was, on the Liverpool website, and treated my office to it. So yeah, Connor, we bought that. It wasn't even that expensive, to be honest. I think it was like €71, something like that. But it just looked so cool because it was like all his handwritten notes from, about Dida, the goalkeeper, about Steven Gerrard, about Rafa Benitez, about Carlo Ancelotti. And it just looked like such a cool, unique thing. The real Johnny Sins hates said, pray Brighton beat Arsenal today. Arteta choke. Oh, dude, I'd love it. I don't want to go full Kevin Keegan on it here, but I would love it. Mark said, that's awesome. Yeah, I didn't know it existed, dude, until I looked last night, and then I seen it, and I was just like, Sabrina, how cool is this? And even when my wife turns around and goes, that is actually pretty cool, I just thought it was a really interesting thing to have there just for a discussion point. And to, of course, read and see what Clive was thinking before the game and what he was writing down, what his notes were. Yeah, it's just a really cool thing. Just noticed Fede is starting. It's a Christmas miracle. Indeed he is, folks. Indeed he is. Just to walk you through the Liverpool team again, it is Alisson, Frimpong, Kanade, Van Dijk, Kirkes, Curtis Jones, Ryan Gravenberch, Fede Chiesa, Maka, Florian Wirtz, and Hugo Ekitike. They are the starters today for the Reds. Your Liverpool bench today looks like this as well. It has Georgi Mamardashvili, Woodman, Bradley, Gakpo, Robbo, Naomi, Ramsey, Engamoa, and Lucky. So they are the options for the gaffer from the bench. How are we feeling about the lineup? Love you, Craig. Thank you, my man. I think it's probably the best he can do with what's available. I don't really think the manager had too many options today. Bradley and Gakpo, even though they're back in the squad, they were never going to be starting it, were they? So absolutely fine about them being on the bench. And other than that, just happy he played Chiesa because, he didn't really have a chance, so he had to. Now let's just get behind Fede and hope he starts well. Right, ladies and gentlemen, we have 28 minutes to go to kick off and also 28 minutes to go until the Big Up competition entry closes for today. If you haven't seen it yet, this is my last read-through of it, but We've joined up with Big Up, which is a community platform where you can watch every Anfield Agenda watch-along and play an exciting new predictions game. Predictions is a sweepstakes game where you can win some fantastic prizes, and there's even a free-to-play option. For every Anfield Agenda watch-along, we'll have a corresponding predictions game set up on Big Up. Either download the Big Up iOS app or head over to bigup.com and select the Anfield Agenda watch-along. Just click on the Games tab and you'll see a list of 6 predictions questions. Answer between 2 and 6 of them and that's it, you're all set. The more questions you select, the bigger your potential prize. Just choose your entry amount and then decide if you'd like to play Power Play or Flex Play. In Power Play, you must get all of your selections correct to win a prize. In Flex Play, however, even if one of your selections loses, you'll still win a prize once you've made a minimum of 3 selections. Now's the perfect time to play because Big Up have 2 great promotions running. When you enter your first Big Up predictions game, you'll automatically receive $5 or 500 big bucks that you can use for games or to donate to your favourite content creator. Plus, anybody that enters a prediction competition will automatically be entered into a lucky draw for $25,000. Yep, $25,000. Each prediction game played counts as one entry into the draw. The more predictions you enter, the more chances you have to win the $25,000, and it is over 18s only. And also, here's a lovely moment for today. Diogo's sons are going to be the mascots, or walk out with the mascots of both Wolves and Liverpool today, which is a beautiful touch from both football clubs, where, of course, Diogo was idolised. Both sets of fans and both football clubs, of course, grieving for that tragic loss of Diogo in the summer. And it's a lovely moment today that his sons are going to walk out there with both sets of teams and the mascot. So well done to both clubs on coming together and making that one happen. Best lineup I've seen this season. Super excited, said Lee. Emotional day today for Jota boys doing the walkout. Made up to see Fede get a much deserved chance to score. Hope you had a great Christmas, Craig. I had a lovely one, thanks. It was really quiet, which is perfect for me. I needed a bit of a mental break for a few days. Just put out one news video yesterday, but did do a stream on Christmas night, and it was a lovely one. Thank you to everyone that joined me on Christmas night. It was a really, really, really fun stream, and enjoyed doing it with you all. So yeah, thank you for being there with us. What's going on with this? Where are my analytics gone? Sorry, folks. I'm confusing myself here. My analytics and my settings here on YouTube are gone a bit weird. Where are they gone? That's weird. Huh. That's really weird. My stream settings on YouTube look very, very different. Ah, okay, I figured it out. It's all good. It's all good. The technical genius that is me has figured it all out. I had to scroll down a bit. I wish that wasn't true, but that was how silly it was. What does Fede have to do today to get in slots? Thoughts? I don't know, to be honest. Sorry for my hair being so long, by the way. I haven't had a chance to shave it today. Feels like I'm going around like a hippie here with long hair. Honestly, I don't know if there's anything that he can do that will really put him in the manager's thinking for good going forward. Right, let's see. Where are we at? This one. Adam Brown said, watching the clips of Isaac Carney open his Christmas presents was the cutest thing. When he got the Roma shirt, I laughed a lot. Isaac's a wonderful young man, and I hope he had a wonderful Christmas. Fair play. Oh, did I tell you about the shithousing we pulled on our son? So we gave our son, he knew he was getting a guitar and an amp, because he knew that, right? But we had 2 other little presents for him. And I got Sabrina to give him a phone case. So it was wrapped up, and he had an iPhone 15, my son. So we got him in a case, and he opens it up, and he looks at the case, and he goes, oh, thanks, thank you. And then he's looking at it, and he goes, oh, Dad and Mum, I'm really sorry. It's the wrong phone. It's an iPhone 17 case. And me and Serena looked at each other and went, oh my God, we're so stupid. And then we gave him the iPhone 17 to go with the case. But I had to give him that moment where he thought that Mammy and Daddy had shit the bed, because it wouldn't be Christmas if I didn't shithouse my own child. So, yeah. So then we gave him the iPhone 17 and he was like, oh my God, thank you. But it was that moment. That was my payoff for the whole thing. I had to see his, he was so kind about it as well, by the way. He was like, it's okay. That's okay. It doesn't matter. It's fine. Don't worry about it. It's no problem. God bless him. I saw Trent in Barbados last week, but I was on my way to work, so I didn't give him a shout. That's a shame. Should have kicked some sand on him or something. Mark said it was revenge for the airport, though. Oh, we're like that all the time. Me and Lucas, like, we could be out and about anywhere, mate, and we'll be bantering each other or setting each other up on things. Since he's been a child, he's been brought up to know, Daddy gonna shithouse you. So be ready, be prepared. He knew he was getting the phone. Good on you, Craig. He really didn't. You can tell from his face he didn't. He may have hoped at that moment he was getting it, but we didn't just immediately give him the phone. Like, it wasn't a 5-second thing. We let that sit for a good couple of minutes before the phone came out. Yeah, I had to leave him sitting for a little while. Cal, how are we? Hi, Craig. Have you heard the rumour of a fallout between Slot and Hughes and Edwards over Semenyo? FSG apparently want him, but Slot doesn't. So, I've got to be careful here, because I am working off some information that I do know, but I don't want to overstep the mark. What can I say? I feel comfortable saying this. Despite the protestations of many a written journalist about quite how safe Arna's job is and quite how backed he is by the owners, I don't believe that to be the case. And that's all I'm willing to say for now. Because I don't want to walk myself into trouble, and I don't want to start a chain reaction on something. So I'll just say that. I don't think everything is as rosy as some are making it out to be. Big Chili too. I hate to be that person today, but I feel like I want to get this off my chest. A few years ago, I wanted to inflict self-harm because of a personal issue, but what stopped me is the thought of leaving all my friends and family behind. So, obviously, I would say to you, mate, and I should say to you, that any thoughts like that should immediately be brought to a mental health professional, a doctor, GP, because I'm in no way, of course, qualified to give you any advice on it. But what I would say to you is this. No matter what happens in life and how low you feel, you are loved, you are needed, you are valued, and you are as important to other people to a level that you'll never understand and comprehend. I was in a similar place. I talked about it after the racism accusations that were thrown at me a few months back. And I'd been through a lot and never thought about self-harm. But at that point, that was the first time I ever considered it. Because I couldn't figure out, because I'd done nothing wrong. But there'll always be better times ahead. Always remember that. That what is happening now doesn't dictate, won't dictate, and should not dictate your future and what's happening down the line. Now, I don't know what happened to you, like I said, but there are still plenty more wonderful, loving, heart-filled moments in your life to come, and you made the right decision not to do anything silly. So if you ever feel that again, I would urge you with all of my heart to go and speak to somebody, because I've always found talk therapy more beneficial for me, because I know what I needed. But certainly reach out to me or anybody else if you need me to put you in touch with somebody or anything like that. Whatever you need, I'm here to try and point you in the right direction. But thank you for being brave enough to share your story. But most importantly, thank you for being brave enough for still being here with us. Because I wouldn't have the pleasure of talking to you today. I wouldn't have the pleasure of having to get to know you a little bit over the past while. So thank you for being you. Thank you for being here with us. And thank you for being a part of my life. Craig, I'm so happy Fede is starting. I hope you and the fam had a great Christmas. Yeah, it was a lovely one. Thank you, mate. It was nice and quiet, nice and peaceful. We went up on Christmas Day, spent some time with Sabrina's mum and dad, which we do every Christmas Day. And it was good, yeah. Nice and relaxed. Came home, watched some of the NFL that night, and just chilled out. Same to you, by the way. Not very slim. And again, I feel like I can say that right back at you. But same to you, mate. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas, and I wish you the best of the year ahead. Happy Chiesa Day. Boys, love you all. Right back at you, Dave. Love you too, bro. Appreciate you. And anybody out there, it is that time of the year where we can be at our most vulnerable from a mental health perspective. Because at this time of the year, what we're met is wonderful television ads of love and happiness and people together and celebration and families reuniting. But remember that, it can also be the loneliest time of the year for a lot of people, which is why I make sure to try and stream every day on Christmas Day, and I make sure to do New Year's Eve streams and stuff, because I was lonely in those years gone by, and I wanted that human connection, and you guys gave that to me. So this is the community aspect of what we do. It is immeasurable financially for me, to you, for you, back. It is about being together, laughing together, loving together, sharing things together, being angry together. It's not always positive, but we're together. And that's important. Never forget that. So, things, when they aren't going the way you want in life, the reverse of what is expected can happen. Christmas can be the loneliest time of the year. But always remember this. There are better days ahead. You will get through it. You are worth fighting for. So you are loved and you are important. Never forget those simple things. And if you're a United fan, remember this. Liverpool are the most successful team in English football. Never forget that, lads. Never. You seem to have come a long way. Proud of you, my friend. Do you know what my favourite moment of Christmas was, Mary? My father-in-law said that to me. Something similar to what you've just said about coming a long way. Because when I first started going out with Sabrina, I was a very different young man. I was a very angry, had a chip on my shoulder. I was ready to fight and take on the world, and not in a good way. Yeah, I was filled full of anger, and I carried that around for a long time. And it's not healthy, because I had knock-on effects to my physical health, my mental health. I was tense all the time. I wasn't sleeping. It just wasn't good. It wasn't good. And then I let it all go and opened up, became more vulnerable, spoke about things, shared more. And I realised that I've been doing it wrong my whole life up until that point. Do you think Canada gets sold in the transfer window? I don't. I don't, because he knows he can sign and get a signing on bonus in 6 months and walk out the door for free. So I don't think he'd facilitate a sale for Liverpool, personally. I know that sounds like very selfish and one-dimensional, but unfortunately that's the way I see it. I'm losing hope at this point that he signs a new deal. I really am, because what are we now? 4 or 5 days away from the window being open and still no sign of a contract being signed. Right, one last time before we get on the way, my prediction picks for the game. So you still have time to get over to Big Up, download the iOS app, or get over to bigup.com to enter this week's predictions. So what I've gone for is I've said yes, Florian Wirtz will score a goal or have an assist. I have said no, Larsson will not score a goal or give an assist. I've said yes, there will be over 3 goals in the match. And I've said that there will be yes, over 1 goal in the first half. They are my prediction picks. And if you think that you can best it, or you think you can put together a better run, get over to bigup.com, as I said, the iOS app, or bigup.com website, over 18s only, and best of luck to everyone. And if you win the 25 grand, don't forget your boy. You know what I mean? 25 grand. Surely got to be worth a new pair of Nike Air Max to me or something. Right, we're through 2 coffees. That's the good news. We're through 2. I'm waking up now. Not sure you're helping many of us through these difficult moments. I don't know. That feels like an insult? Not sure you're helping many of us through these difficult moments. I'd like to think that was mistyped, Michael, but either way, I'm confused. LFC Gamer Vlogs. So, Craig, didn't you say you got a Commodore 64 for Christmas one year with Platoon? What other games did you play in it growing up? I did. I absolutely did. Yeah, I got a Commodore 64 one Christmas and absolutely loved it. Platoon was the game I got with it. I also had Dungeons and Dragons. I didn't get this initially. I had to wait a while before I bought it. I bought Street Fighter 2, but my god, the graphics were shit on that. Like, really, really bad. And I can't remember what other games. I think there was like a track and field game or something like that as well. But yeah, that was a Christmas I'll never forget. Because you know the way you've got all your prezzies and you go into your sock then and you get your sweets? Right at the bottom of my Christmas stocking that year was the Irish goalkeeper's jersey. And it was like such an extra lovely bonus thing that I completely wasn't expecting. So, yeah, that was a good Christmas. You got a pair of Air Jordans for Christmas? Nice, Jake. Nice. I was wearing a Jordan hoodie on Christmas Day, actually. I bought myself a red Jordan hoodie to wear on Christmas Day. So, there you go. We were both in Jordans. Except you were wearing the trainers. I had the hoodie. I have a pair of Jordan trainers upstairs that I only wear once or twice a year. Like, that's how much I protect this particular pair. Greetings from Thailand, Craig. Happy match day. So excited to finally see Chiesa start. Hopefully he'll perform well and show the gaffer. Thank you so much, Wadey. Appreciate you, bro. And yeah, fingers crossed for a win today, my man. Thank you so much again, though, mate, for joining us and for your super chat. Appreciate you. The Last Ninja on Commodore 64, great game, bloody challenging. See, that does bring back memories. Something about I don't know if it was that specific game or not, because I'm going back. Geez, I must be going back 36 years or something at this point when I'm talking about that Commodore 64. But yeah, I can't remember the exact games, but I just remember feeling like the luckiest child on the planet. Like, I loved that Commodore 64 so much. And the irony is, like, I never really became a big gamer. Even through my teens and into my early 20s, I never really got as into gaming as I probably thought I would have at that point in life going forwards. Bransfield, how are we? How are my friends over in Sweden? I got the 2 first Oasis records, 1 Aussie record, and tickets to see Alice Cooper next year. Happy Christmas. Nice. Definitely Maybe is right up there with one of my favourite albums from any band ever. It's an incredible piece of work. So well in. Enjoy the records and enjoy Alice Cooper. Now, I'm not going to lie, Alice Cooper would not be my cup of tea, but enjoy. Is that like an N64? Never heard of the brand. Oh, mate, it's so far removed from a Nintendo 64. Nintendo 64 was much better. So a Commodore 64 had a tape deck. You had to load the games up with a tape deck. And sometimes the games wouldn't fully load. So you'd be waiting and there was this little digital counter on the tape deck that turned and the game's loading and sometimes it would freeze and it wouldn't load. So you would have waited ages and it shit the bed on you. Yeah. The N64 was a lot better. Edwin said I got a Ninja Creamy for Christmas. Yes. I happily call myself a Ninja Nonce, mate. That's what I'm known as in my house. We've got Ninja water bottles, about 4 of them. We've got a Ninja air fryer. We've got a Ninja kettle. We've got a Ninja crispy. We've got a Ninja sizzle. We've got a shark, 2 shark hoovers, one small, one big, both made by Ninja. My wife has the shark hairdryery thing. That's also, same company. We have, what are the Ninja products? Oh, my wife has a couple of Ninja blenders for our protein shakes and stuff. I think I've got 1 or 2 more other Ninja bits in the house. Yeah. So yeah, well into you. I'm a fellow Ninja user, so well done. I got the Ninja Slushy recently. Nice. See, I'm not into like ice cream or like what would you call it, Slurpees or any of that type of stuff, or Mr. Frosties or whatever you want to call them. Yeah, that wouldn't be my cup of tea. So I've never gone for the Ninja products in that range. But I do love Ninja products. I really do. I'm a United fan, and I enjoy popping in and watching your streams. Not only in the hopes to see you get beaten rage, but because you have a good community here. Much love. Thank you, bro. Look, I get the meltdown stuff. I enjoy a bit of it myself occasionally. When others have meltdowns, but I appreciate you coming in either way and joining our community at times, mate. And you're always very welcome. Sega Genesis, I loved it. Yeah. So I had a Mega Drive. I think I had a Super Nintendo. Then, as soon as the PlayStations came out, I was over to PlayStation, and that was it. So I've never owned an Xbox or anything. My son has an Xbox. I've never owned any of the Xbox products because I've always preferred the PlayStation controllers. Right, ladies and gentlemen. Do I like the Ninja Turtles? Of course I do. Who doesn't? Heroes in a half shell, turtle power. They're the world's most fearsome fighting team. They're heroes in a half shell and they're green. When the evil Shredder attacks, those turtle boys don't cut no slack. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles No, I never heard of them. Turtle power. Dream signing in January. A centre-back, Max. It's got to be a centre-back, dude. It's got to be. Right, again, final shout before we get on the way. You've still got 3 minutes to get over to bigup.com or download the Big Up iOS app and enter today's prediction game. Make sure you go and find the Anfield Agenda watch-along on there. And you've got to pick between 2 and 6 predictions. 18s only. And remember, every prediction competition that you enter also puts you into the draw for that $25,000 lucky giveaway. Craig's Kitchen puts the Ninja Showroom to shame. I have always been a kitchen gadget person. I just always have been. Any stupid kitchen gadget that I can see, I usually get. It's my weak spot. My wife's is trainers. My wife's like ridiculous. I think I need a new pair of trainers. And I go up and I count like 10 pairs in her wardrobe. And she'd go, no, but I don't have ones that go with this that are white and shiny with this and then have this and don't have that. And then my ear just starts bleeding and I just go, okay, whatever, shut up. Right, folks, we are about to get on the way. Let me walk you through the teams one more time. And again, thank you to our friends over at Big Up. We will be hosting Big Up predictions for every game that we do a watch along of. There will be a corresponding Big Up prediction. Don't forget that. So even if you didn't play with us this week, you can scan the QR code in the bottom corner and that will take you over to Big Up. Some of your favourite streamers are coming across to Big Up and have been on there as well. Adam from FUTV is on there. The boys from Coppish are on there. And many, many more. Right, so we'll start off with Wolves. It's Mosquera, Krejci, Bueno. Then it's Hugo Bueno, Andre, João Gomez and Matt Doherty. Mateus Mane, Tolu, Arakader, and then He Chan. That is the Wolves 11. For Liverpool, it is Alisson, Frimpong, Kanade, Van Dijk and Milos Kerkez. Curtis Jones, Ryan Gravenberch, Fede Chiesa, Alexis McAllister, Florian Wirtz and Hugo Ekitike. Up top, your Liverpool bench looks like this. Mamadashvili, Woodman, Bradley, Gakpo, Robbo, Ramsey, Neoni, Ngamoa and Lucky. We are very, very close to kick-off. There go Diogo's kids off now. Very poignant moment that for the Jota family as his two kids walk out with the mascots of both teams, right? Finally, our lad Chiesa starts. Hopefully the score said delights. And Tony said, see a nice Fede hat-trick today. And thank you both for your continued memberships with us as well. Right, folks, settle in. No, I'm kicking this around. Settle in, sit back, and let's enjoy the game together. Don't forget, we'll have our match reaction coming up straight after the game as well. So, let's see. Let's get cracking. Nothing but 3 points will do today. For those asking, I am watching on Premier Sports. So the Reds will be attacking the Annie Road end first half. Wolves about to kick us off. And we are underway. Wolves in their blue strip today. The Reds, of course, in our all-red home strip. Wolves keeper immediately goes long. And Canada wins the first header. But Wolves let it go out for a throw-in on the far side of the pitch. They're going for a long throw-in here. Straight away, Wolves. So you can see what the setup is. And best of luck to everyone that is in the Big Up predictions. I have the leaderboard open here now beside me. Here comes the long throw in from Wolves. Launched in. Kanade does well. Heads it away. Second ball played back in. Virgil's there to head it away. Bit of head tennis going on. Wolves play it forward. Virgil knocks it down to Milos Kerkez, who hooks it away for a throw in. But I guess it'll be another long throw in from Wolves. Let's go, Reds. Hello, everyone. Merry Christmas, said Ryan. Thank you, Ryan. Merry Christmas to you as well, bro. And thank you for being with us for 6 months as a member. Right, here comes Mosquera with another long throw in from Wolves, which is, exactly how they've started this game. Craig, did I own a PS1? I did. I did own a PS1, yes. Weirdly, I didn't have a PS2, though. Wolves now, moving into the right channel. Kerkez comes across, gets a challenge in, and it goes behind for a Liverpool goal kick. Well done, Milos. Why is Mateus Mane missing his nation on the lineup? That definitely sounds like a Conor Crosby question. I don't know, mate. I don't have a clue. I don't deal with that side of things. That's a Conor question. Jones. No. Wirtz went down looking for a foul. Referee said no. Right, Andre moves the ball. Gets fouled, gets back up though. Wolves still knocking it around in possession. Again, Liverpool haven't really had a chance to settle yet. It's been fast-paced. I'll sync up at 3 minutes for everyone, by the way. I know I haven't done it yet. I've just been trying to get to grips with the start of this game. Virgil heads it down to Jones in the middle of the park. Jones to Gravenberch. Out wide right to Frimpong. Right, we're coming up now, folks. It is 3 minutes and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Just as I say that, Liverpool played a ball into the right channel looking for Fede, but it's slightly overhit and it goes behind for a Wolves goal kick. Thank you, my friend. Appreciate you, Theo. Thank you, mate. Serious question, Mario or Sonic? So, honestly, for just the 2 games, Sonic. But Mario Kart is my favourite game of all time. But I would have played Sonic more than Super Mario. The original Super Mario I probably played quite a bit, to be honest, but Sonic was the one for me if I had to pick between the 2. Maka fouled, free kick Liverpool. Craig, do you think that we'll sign Mark A? Theo, I do, mate, but I don't know if it'll be January or the summer. It's starting to look more and more like the summer, but it's been heartening to see that a few journalists, Cave Solikol, Lewis Steele, and a few others have started to kind of get the same feedback that I was saying about, you know, him having a gentleman's agreement with the Reds. But I honestly couldn't tell you when that could happen. I'd love it to be January, but there's so much I've been told over the past 24 hours that I'm still trying to get a second source on before I talk about it publicly. I may have some of it for tonight's late night agenda, particularly around one particular part of the whole makeup. The gist of it is, despite what is being said publicly, my information is that the manager's job isn't as secure as the manager's job is publicly being spoken about. But there is more depth to come on that. Right, goal kick Wolves. 5 minutes into the game. It's started a little bit hit and miss, to be fair. Feels like both teams are getting their range in, specifically us with our balls over the top. Been a little bit too much zip on them so far. Connor said Mario and Sonic at the Olympics is unreal. There we go. Frimpong, he's tripped. Free kick Liverpool inside our own half. Craig, what would you do if Klopp begged to stay over with you with some herbal and watch the footy? What would I do? What do you think I'd do? The same as any rational human being. Ask him where he wants to sit and what's his favourite munchies. Easy answer, bro. Virgil goes into the left channel looking for Hugo. Wolves clear it. Be coming straight back at them, though. It's with Curtis Jones. Inside the Gravenberch. Back out to Jones. Wirtz. Switched out looking for Frimpong on the far side. He brings it under control. Goes back to McAllister. McAllister to Canade. The Verge. Again, out left side. Wirtz. Kirkes. He tries to go around the outside. Gets to the byline. Pulls it across. Cleared by Wolves. Be a Liverpool ball. Well done. Good play. Good little intricate play down the left-hand side. Miloš does well to get to the byline. It's a Liverpool throw-in that Wirtz gets on with quickly. Back to Jones. Jones turns. Gives it to Wirtz. Wirtz back to Kirkes. Still on his left channel. Back to Wirtz. Little Cruyff turn from him. Slips in Curtis Jones down the line. Jones gets to the byline. Cuts back. His cross is blocked, but it comes to Miloš Kirkes. Back out to Jones. Left channel. Jones, Wirtz. All very intricate stuff here. Trying to find a space to get a cross in. Jones goes back to Virgil. Virgil, switch it. The switch is on to Frimpong if he's moving quickly. Nope. Back with Virgil. Kirkes. Virgil. Again. Lovely ball into the feet of Jones. Jones reverses it to Wirtz. Left channel. Cuts inside. Wirtz goes one way. Goes through a couple of challenges. Then he's dispossessed. I think he had a chance to release that ball a little bit earlier there, Wirtz. I think he took a slight bit too much out of it. Jones. Back to Virgil. Oh, it's an awful ball across from Virgil, but Frimpong bails him out by winning the ball. Yeah, it was a horrible crossfield ball from Virgil. Too low, not enough pace. It was intercepted, but thankfully Frimpong bailed Virgil out. Liverpool now in possession with Gravenberch. Jones. Back to Gravenberch. Hugo Ekitike now. Blocked. Wolves now starting to try a counter. Oh, they are on a counter. Reverse ball in. Thankfully, Liverpool have enough bodies back, and Wolves, number 8, doesn't have too much pace about him. In other words, we could have been in trouble there. Wolves played the offside trap on us well on the halfway line, but it was a lack of pace that saved us. If Wolves had had a pacier attacker on the pitch, we'd have been in trouble. Liverpool now play their way into a bit of space. Wirtz slips it in. Maka does a step over, but there's nobody the other side of you, Alexis. Oh, I could see what he was doing. He was again hoping somebody was making a run from the edge of the box and he was going to leave them in a lot of free space. But the step over was to nobody, unfortunately. But it was better. Better build-up play from the Reds. Canade to Virgil. Gravenberch. Jones. Still Jones. Slips in a slide rule pass. That was that was unlucky. It was good defending. The defender used his body weight to kind of just block off Alexis McAllister, but it was all very intricate from the Reds. But it's a positive start because yes, Wolves are sitting with a low block, but Liverpool are moving the ball a lot quicker and trying to create space with intricate little quick movements and 1-2s. It's far better than the slow monotonous nonsense that we've seen against previous low blocks. Frimpong. McAllister flicks it infield to Wirtz, but the space opens up ahead of him now. Wirtz plays the ball in behind to Hugo Ekitike. Ekitike tries to pick out the corner, hits the post! Oh, unlucky Hugo. And then the offside. No, the flag doesn't go up, it's a corner. Points to the corner. Unlucky Hugo. Drops to Wirtz, gets his eyes up, plays a perfect pass. Ekitike, he hadn't got much time to set us free for the shot. I think it even takes a nick off the defender's foot and just hits the post and bounces back out. Will be a corner though. Great play. Great play. Come on, boys. Oh, and the Reds go marching in. Birds just having a little game of peekaboo now with the Wolves defenders. Just to kill a couple of seconds before the corner comes in. Peekaboo, I see you. Here comes the corner. It's in. Flicked on. Gravenberch. Volley. It's blocked. Wolves now trying to counter. But Frimpong mops that up as well. Wirtz. Come on, boys. Switch it out right. There you go. Chiesa now. Back to Maka. Maka fires in a cross. Just a little bit too much on it and it goes behind. Better, boys. Come on. Our left side looks very, very good. You've seen a lot of interplay between Milos Kerkez, Curtis Jones and Florian Wirtz down our left-hand side, and I like that relationship. It looks good. They look like they're on a similar wavelength. Oh, 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 Hugo Ekitike. Oh, oh, oh. Ban Macca from Anfield, please. Can you stop hating on our own players? That'd be lovely, please, and thank you. Every week. Look, here's just the same, and there are always accounts I've never heard before. Macca, what a ball, or sorry, Macca very poor, one. Another one then. Can we get rid of ban Macca from Anfield, please? Just stop with the scapegoat nonsense, will yous? We've started the game well. We've hit the post. We've been unlucky. And let's not remember, it's not like we have 101 substitutes available to us. The bench is, it's hardly what we call stacked, is it? So Bradley, Gakpo, Mamadashvili, Robbo, Woodman, Leone, Ramsey, and Gamoa Lucky. That's the bench. This game needs Rio. It's 13 minutes old, for God's sake, mate. It's nearly as old as Rio himself. Would you just relax? Let's have a look at this chance again from Hugo. He's so unlucky because the keeper's getting nowhere near that. Jose Sa's getting nowhere near that. And it just bounces off the post. So unlucky. This lad's been on the ground more than Jake Paul after the AJ fight. I swear to God, Jake Paul put up less fuss over two broken jaws than this lad has over getting, I don't know, a finger to the nostril. Finally, ball's restarted straight into Allison's hands. Come on, keep it in, Jeremy. Nope. Let's go for a throw into Liverpool, far side. So, you said this game needs Rio. And then you go to say, I wasn't saying Rio should start, bro. Or, excuse me, I wasn't saying Rio should come on. I was saying he should start. You said this game needs Rio after it started. So don't try to, rewrite your comment, mate. You said this game needs Rio. Didn't say Rio should have started for this game. Shot from distance anyway. That was saved by Allison. 16 minutes 30 on the clock. Come on, the Reds. Virgil to Wirtz. Hotscone said time of the month. I don't know, mate. I'll let you know later. No, I'm not going to get into the mum jokes, but I'll just ban you instead. I could just say I'll let you know later, but I'm being nice guy today. I'm taking the high ground, although I might take the low ground later, depending on it if it is. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Can you say what's going on in the game? No offense, not interested in looking at your face. I'll do whatever I want, mate. How about bye-bye to you as well? I'm not here to pander to you and give you what you want. I'm here to interact with my community, have a little bit of fun. And if you're too much of an arsehole, fuck off elsewhere. And my face is awesome. How bloody dare you? Jones. The Virgil. It doesn't say anywhere this is match official commentary. This is Craig doing Craig things on a Craig stream. And if you don't want to watch my face, why are you here? Again, not hard. Plenty of places you could be, mate. You're here because you're Craig curious. That's okay. Don't fight it. It's going to be the new word in the Oxford Dictionary for 2026. Craig curious. Watch this space. Virgil. That and Heronomics. Could be a toss-up between either one. Jones. Wirtz inside the Gravenberch. Look, now this time Maka makes a dummy that works. The Frimpong. He goes round the outside. Cross in. Little flick. Cleared again. Unlucky. Better, boys. Good stuff. And we've won it back again. Gravenberch. Well done, boys. Come on. Wirtz. Into the right channel. Chiesa. Slips it looking for Frimpong. Wolves defend that situation. It's a goal kick. Thank you, my friend. And this one, how long before the Ekitike to Madrid link start? They can't have him. It's as simple as that. He's our boy. And look, he loves Liverpool as well, Hugo. You can see it in him. Your man wants George Hamilton. I don't know who he wants, but he can fuck off, quite simply. He's just another entitled arsehole. There's about 500 watch-alongs of this game. He chooses mine and then moans at me because I dare speak to people in the chat. Jones switches it up. Ekitike left side. We're 20 minutes in, still scoreless at Anfield. Although if you're joining us late, Hugo Ekitike did hit the post. The Diogo Jota chant starts around Anfield and the clapping in the 20th minute. From both sets of fans, obviously. Can you talk about how terrible Wirtz has been? I would if that was the truth, but unfortunately, mate, the correct answer is you know Scooby fuck all about football. And you're just hating on the player for a bit of attention. So I can't talk about things that aren't true unless I was saying something like, you're not an arsehole. Jones. Unlucky. Ball intercepted. Wolves now looking at the counter. They don't have a lot of pace in their team, Wolves, do they? You know, for a team, if you're going to come and sit with a low block, some of the teams that have been the best exponents of that over the years, especially at Anfield, have had pace to counter-attack in numbers. But this Wolves team, when they do manage to find a little bit of space for themselves, they aren't really able to exploit it. Tom, how are you, dude? Hope you and the family had a good Christmas, mate. Here's to a successful new year. Thank you, bro. And the same to you and your family. Wish you a happy, healthy and prosperous 2026. Canade to Verge. Literally every Liverpool player out. I say literally, that's not correct. Every outfield Liverpool player in the Wolves half. Jones now wins it back. Wolves can't get out. Every time they try to, Liverpool are pinching it back. Gravenberch now into the left channel to Kirkes. He puts in a low early cross. It's defended at the near post by Wolves and cleared. Virgil keeps it in, recycles the ball back to Canade. Hope you're doing well, Craig. Love all that you do. Thank you. Appreciate you. Appreciate your support. And I'm doing good, thank you. Kirkes with a cross in. It's blocked. I would be happier if we could find a breakthrough in the first half. Don't want Wolves gaining confidence going into the second half, feeling a little bit like there's something in this game for them. So hopefully we can get the breakthrough inside the first half. We were incredibly close with that Ekitike effort early doors. Sa now gathers the ball and brings it back into his own penalty area. Dominic, thank you for 9 months as a member, firstly, my friend. And hey, Craig, your streams are the best. Appreciate that, mate. Like I say, our community and whatever is only what it is because of the support that you guys give each week, and you're here with us. That makes all the difference. So thank you so much for being with us, Dominic. Right, so Liverpool have had 3 attempts so far in the game. Lovely ball to Maka. Maka now out to Chiesa. Chiesa cuts inside. Bit too close to the defender though, who dispossesses him. Wolves clear it, and Kanade has it straight back for the Reds. Out wide right to Frimpong. Frimpong to Chiesa, little 1-2. Frimpong puts in a cross. Headed backwards and away by the Wolves defender. But again, Liverpool recycle it with Virgil to Florian Wirtz. He cuts inside. Drifts past a couple of players. Little Cruyff turn to go back, check back on himself, then slips it in the channel to Kirkes. Kirkes cross is blocked and it'll be a Liverpool corner on the near side. Come on, the Red Men. Any change of an opinion on Arnott as manager? Not yet. Not yet. I have always said in the last couple of months, like, I am open to it. And, you know, this has been a more enjoyable start to a game with regards to the tempo of it than recent times. So maybe he is finding a balance. Maybe he is figuring it out. But, you know, I'll need bigger tests. So let's see who we get on against Leeds. And then that Arsenal game is going to be a very interesting one. But look, you can't argue if we keep winning. Winning's great, and I'll always appreciate some wins. Maka now to take the corner. Goes deep with it to Gravenberch. She tries to flick it back across, and then Liverpool have a corner on the opposite side. That was obviously one off the training ground there, because Maka went very long and deep to the far corner of the 18-yard box where Gravenberch was coming in. His attempt to cross in was blocked though, and it'll be another Liverpool corner on the far side. Come on, boys. Here comes the delivery. Ball in. Kanade was being absolutely manhandled there, by the way. Frimpong. Gravenberch. Wolves cleared it, but again, they're not getting out of their half at all. It's all Liverpool just trying to find that breakthrough. Cross deep, too close to Jose Sa, who comes and gathers it. Russ, how are we, Russ? Lovely to see you, bro. Happy New Year to everybody, and Happy New Year to you as well, Russ, and I hope you had a wonderful Christmas. Russ, almost 3 years with us as a member. What a legend. Thank you, mate. Jones. De Wirtz. He skips inside. Virgil. Back to Curtis Jones. Kirkes. Wirtz. Jones. I'm sure some of the statisticians will let us know, but I'd love to know how many times 2 or all 3 of Jones, Wirtz and Kirkes has combined already in this game. Frimpong Houlden, lovely width on the far side, brings down a crossfield pass. Right out on the touchline. Great stuff. Virgil. Out to Wirtz. Wirtz cuts in on his right foot. Goes back across the front of goal to Gravenberch. Gravenberch out to Frimpong. Frimpong low early cross. Maka. Hits the post again. Oh, you wouldn't believe it. It hits the post again. I think the offside flag goes up though. Yeah, wouldn't have counted. I have to see a replay of this, but the flag is up. I don't know what your woman behind is going, no. Everybody watching the game will know what I mean. So the offside would have been Chiesa blocking the view of the goalkeeper. That would have been what the offside was given for, but there's a Bulgarian journalist and diehard Arsenal fan who keeps talking nonsense about you and Liverpool. What would you say to him? I would say to him that he talks about me every day or whatever and makes videos about me, and I don't know who the fuck he is. I win. That's what I'd say to him. Arsenal fans have talked a lot of bollocks for a long time, to be honest, and whoever the Bulgarian journalist talking shit about me is, I couldn't give a shit because I don't know who he is. So that tells you everything right there. He knows me, talks about me. Great. I haven't got a clue who he is, so I think in the relevancy conversation there, I win. But he's not alone. I've noticed this over the last year or two, unfortunately. Must come with the territory, but as your channel grows, Liverpool Corner here, more and more people start to have opinions about you because that gets them engagement when they talk shit about you or moan about you. You either get the people that don't like me coming in to go, yeah, he's an asshole, or you get people that do like me coming in to defend. It's lazy content. That's all it is. It's lazy content from people that don't have the charm to create their own content. So that's my take. I hope that's explanatory enough. Frimpong. Still no sign of the breakthrough as we're closing in. Tell him to take 2 Deludamol and call me in the morning. That's the best way. Because he'll have, he should save his anger because when they bottle the league, he'll have a lot of tears to be shedding. I love it. But also, I'm not very friendly with too many journalists because I do call out a lot of journalists, but Bulgarian ones, that could be a first for me, you know. People, hope you had a lovely Christmas with people that mean the most to you. Wishing you and your family a happy and safe new year. So Josh Brayshaw, and same to you and yours. Josh, my friend. Half an hour gone. Come on, the Reds. Perhaps he has a secret crush on you. Yeah, it could be Craig Curious. Could be, see, it's infectious. I've told you this. You know, sometimes you don't even know it's sneaking up on you, and just bang, Craig Curious just hits you. It happened to my wife, and here we are, 25 years later. She was Craig Curious. Unfortunately, the difference between my wife and everybody else is she also got to be Craig Disappointed in the bedroom. You know, I'd love to sit here and tell you tales of my wonderful conquering abilities, but hey ho. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Too late now. Wolves still carrying the ball out, centre of the park. And now they're having to resort to falling to the ground in every contract to win free kicks to let the clock run down a second or two. Bumbadog TV, how are you, bro? Said we simply have no identity to our play anymore. Our players don't look whether crossing or passing. We rely, we rarely win headers, and when we do, it's to no one. We truly feel like a team of individuals. So there's only one part of that, dude, I would slightly disagree with you on. Because hang on, let me just see. Wolves are on the counter here. Strike. Oh, sails over the bar. Sloppy. So yeah, the only part of that I think I'd slightly disagree with is on the crossing, when you've got a penalty area that's filled full of, at times, let's say 15 players, it's tough to find space for the right crossback, pullback, I should say, or deep cross. So that part, it is tough. But the identity, I don't know if it's almost by accident or if he would have done this anyway, but I do feel like there's something. It's hard to know though, because it's Wolves, you know, so we are going to dominate the ball. they are going to struggle to get out. But I guess the test has been we still haven't broken down that low block yet. We've been talking about this for a few weeks now. Like, so to say we're unbeaten in 6 is a true statement. 4 wins, 2 draws. But I'm still waiting for that convincing performance. Wolves goal kick here. They played out off Curtis Jones. But I do get where you're coming from. It's tough, man, because I know I've been pretty negative lately. And I know a lot of people don't like when I've been as negative as I have been. Some people really just have a grasp of English. And that, I don't know, sorry. Craig, you probably missed my question, so here it is again. Since you and a lot of us have been asking for Keash to start, in your opinion, how's he doing so far today? He's doing okay, is what I would say. Wirtz is impressing me today. Wirtz and Jones again, so far. Mack is looking okay, but there's still a little bit of sluggishness in him. But I would have to say of the front three, Chiesa, he's doing all right. I wouldn't be saying this is an I told you so performance or anything yet. But then again, we are only 34 minutes in, and he does deserve more leeway than others to build up game time and rhythm into a match, because he's had... Oh, look at that from Wirtz, you delicious little man. And he's off again. Oh, lads, come on. I'm lucky with the crossfield ball. Yeah, so I've a lot more leeway for Chiesa. I don't think he should be judged till he has 2, 3, 4 games, until he gets into a rhythm. Most of the other players out there on the pitch have had a lot more football this season. Chasing Vlog said, just got on now. How are the chances? We've been somewhat unfortunate with Hugo Ekitike hitting the post. We've absolutely dominated territory, but I'm not going to sit here and say that we've had Jose Sa making worldy saves or that, and we haven't. Good, but could do better is probably the report card from the first 35 minutes. But you know, not impressed. No, that's not the word. What's worried me the most about this game so far is that even though we have had almost all the ball, we've still given up 2 or 3 decent shooting chances to Wolves. That's what's concerned me more than the fact we haven't found the breakthrough yet. Kirkes. To Canade. Merry Christmas to you as well, my friend. Appreciate you. Ghost Doggy and everybody else's family. Merry Christmas to you all. Kirkes now. Goes back to Canade. McAllister. Out to Frimpong, who has started the game very well, by the way. I should have mentioned Jeremy Frimpong when I was talking about the good players earlier, because I love the width he's holding and the positions he's taken up out there on the right-hand side. Van Dijk out to Wirtz. That's a lovely ball down the line to Chiesa. And Chiesa's low shot drilled. Kirkes, his shot is sliced. Lovely football. Beautiful vision by Wirtz. Good running across. Low ball delivered across. It's cleared by Sa's foot, and then the second attempt goes wide. That's a lovely spot though from Wirtz, and a good run from Fede Chiesa. Brad Larkin, how are you, Brad? It's amazing to see how well Wirtz has gelled into the team. Also, do you see a successful centre-back pairing between Gay and Leone? Up the Reds, Happy New Year. I think, yes. It's really hard to be... we've seen, 75, 80 minutes of Leone, and it was very impressive. But I don't know what the centre-back pairing of the future looks like, because I wonder if we ever do go to a back three, and maybe we're talking about a Gay, Leone, Kwanzaa back three in a year or two's time. Jones to Verge. Whitehammer said, you know what? Alisson has been the best goalkeeper in the world now for years, but has never had any bullshit attached to him. No rumours, no interviews. Just signs contracts, loves the clubs, and no driving fans into meltdown. Mate, I couldn't agree more. I could not agree more. He is, and that's one of the reasons why I love him as I do. Yeah, I doubt I'll ever see a corner to Liverpool. Yeah, corner to Liverpool. I doubt I'll ever see a better goalkeeper in my lifetime in a Liverpool shirt. He has been everything I would have wanted as a man, as a keeper, as a role model. Perfect. Great post. Thank you, mate. Colin, wishing you and your family a very lovely new year. Same to you, Colin, and thank you for your 25 months with us as a member and your continued support, bro. And Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year to you and your family as well. Right, corner to the Reds. Ball in. Flicked on by Chiesa. It drops. Gravenberch, no, it's hooked away from him. Frimpong now. Goes out right. Wirtz slips it into Chiesa. Chiesa puts in a deep cross. Comes all the way across to Hugo now. Hugo. Fires one to the far post. Nodded down. Verge. Oh, he can't take the shot and it tucked away. Come on, boys. It's coming. Come on. Come on, boys. It's coming is a sentence I've never said before. Gravenberch. Samaka. Chiesa. Wirtz. No. That pass never made it to Wirtz. Wolves. Don't foul, lads. Don't foul. That's it. Win it back. Good. Good. Better. Still don't love our play lately, but my God, is Wirtz something special. Hope everyone had a good Christmas and holidays. Much love, said Boxed Will. Thank you, Will. Look, there's still, if I was to show you the chat, Will, would you believe there's still some people in there and they have to be on a wind-up? They're saying that that Wirtz is shite. I don't know what they're saying. I'm enjoying every moment of this Wirtz performance. He's like a maestro out there conducting an orchestra. It's beautiful. Verge pings a diag out right side to Fede. Frimpong goes past his man. Yes, Jeremy, go. Cross in, pulls it back. Gravenberch, 1-0. Golazzo. Absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Wonderful goal from the Reds. Beautiful football. Frimpong gets to the byline, pulls it back to Ryan Gravenberch. He's on the edge of the box running in. Boom. Past Jose Sa. The Reds have the league. Whoop whoop! Oh, when the Reds go marching in. Oh, when the Reds go marching in. I want to be in that number. Oh, when the Reds go marching in. Whoop whoop! Right, you know what we need here, don't you? There's only one thing missing from moments like this, ladies and gentlemen. Where is he? Where is he? Where are you, you sexy little alien? There he is. You don't blame it on the sunshine. You don't blame it on the moonlight. You don't blame it on the good times. Blame it on the boogie. What a finish. Drilled into the corner. Jose Sa, no chance. The Reds have the lead. Ryan Gravenberch with the opening goal. Gives the Diogo celebration and salute as well. And no more than the start has deserved. Gets in. Gets in. There we go. Ryan Gravenberch with the goal. Come on, the boys. Ekitike now drifts past his man. Cuts inside. Slips it in. Virtzy. 2-0. 2-0. 2-0. Wirtz has done it. Florian Wirtz. 2-0. Woo! Suck on that, you hating pricks. Woo! Wirtzy, get in, son. Get in. 2-0. So simple. Hugo Ekitike, little drop of the shoulder. I swear he winked at him. I swear he winked at him as he went past. Drop of the shoulder, slips it into Wirtz. Keeper comes out, knocks it past him. Bing bang bosh, job's a good one. 2-0 to the Reds. the conductor, well, he's done his job. There he is, Florian Wirtz. Go on, Flo. Has he timed the run? Oh, he has indeed. Chef's kiss. Beautiful. Florian Wirtz, 2-0. Goal will stand. Ekitike with the assist. Oh, yes. Come on, Flo. There he is. We have liftoff. Florian Wirtz. There you go. Tonight, when Ryan Cherky goes to bed in his Florian Wirtz pyjamas, he'll be a happy man and no doubt have a big horn on him as well. Woo woo! Two 0. There we go. That's it. Now we are. Now we're getting somewhere. Don't forget, my predictions are looking pretty good now. Wirtz has had his goal and assist. We've had a goal in the first half. I said there'd be more than 3 goals in the game. Now, she's not looking too shabby, is she? Let us know how your predictions are getting on as well. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Ooh, 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 ooh. So, what have I missed so far? Yes, 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 yes. Okay, goal in the first half, yes. What else have I got? Over 3 goals in the match, I'm waiting for that. Wirtz to score a goal or have an assist, and Larson not to score. Lads, it's looking good. It's looking good. Wolves corner here, by the way. So yeah, my predictions are looking good. Come and have a go if you think you're hard enough. I was going to say that's what the missus said, but, you know, I'm not that brave yet. Right, I have a couple of super chats to get back through, but absolutely bear with me. Oh, look at that beautiful night sky as well. Right, we're at the 45-minute mark. Defend this corner, boys. Defend the corner. Ball in deep. It's headed up in the air. Second ball's headed away. Hooked away by Frimpong. Another ball in. Cleared. Chiesa. He loses out, but Wolves have it deep inside Liverpool half. 3 minutes added on. 3 minutes. Oh, lads. I've never been as happy for a fella to score a goal. I think I'm going to have to talk to my girl. Think I'm Craig Curious. You're a living legend, buddy. Keep up the banter, as you say. Have to give you some flowers. Thank you, bro. Appreciate that. She'll understand, mate. She'll understand. Oh, here we go. Chiesa now on the counter-attack. Plays it in to Ekitike. Back to Chiesa, right side. Step over. Step over. Cross shots blocked. Wolves eventually clear their lines. Come on, the Reds. Milos Kerkez wins it back. I'm loving this. Slow, predictable is not what breaks a low block, but it's what slot one. Signs of players building understanding. Can't say the same for Arna. Well, they're starting to find ways around a low block here today, mate. But look, we should be beating Wolves. This is a case of we're doing what we should be doing, but let's still enjoy it. Let's still enjoy it. Now we just need to make sure that the next goal in this game is another Liverpool one and not a Wolves one. We know 2-0. Oh, Brian gifted 50 memberships. I didn't see that as well. My apologies. Brian, thank you, sir, for gifting those 50 memberships. I didn't notice that initially. My apologies, sir. And I hope you had a lovely Christmas. Chad said Frimpong has the best crosses. He's been very good today, Chad. Very, very good. I love the positions he's taken up as well. Oh, but that goal, though, it just had everything I wanted. I had Hugo with dropping the shoulder and going past the man, slipping it into Wirtz. Wirtz not going to pass the keeper. I couldn't be happier, lads. I couldn't be happier with how the 2 goals have come about. We've all been screaming for a long time. It is half time. We've all been screaming for ages about getting to the byline, pulling balls back. That's exactly what Frimpong did. We've all been asking Liverpool players to take on a man. That's what Ekitike did before he slipped it in for Wirtz. Perfect. That'll do. Half time at Anfield. And the Reds are doing well. Oh, would you look at this? Would you look at this? We've got some people doing very well on the leaderboard, by the way. So we're doing well. Rich B, you're doing well, mate. Cobos, you're doing well. Enrique, you're doing well as well, bro. I'm just looking through some of the halftime predictions, leaderboard stuff here. You boys at Anfield Agenda, though, right up there, as you would expect. 27, Mike, LFC. Huh, Mike? Doing very well, 27, bro. $27, I should say, or 2,700 big bucks. Remember, folks, we will be playing these predictions every week, so if you do want to join us, make sure you scan the QR code in the bottom corner and join our next big up prediction. Right, let's get through your comments. Wirtz first goal, let's go, said Chase and Vlogs. Roshi said, don't sit back now, Arna. Attack, attack, attack. When time needed, makes sense, deserved. Farside Warehouse Limited, thank you, my friend. Nice to see 4 of our signings playing well today, said Chase and Vlogs. You're a legend, love you, man, said Sam. Right back at you, Sam. Thank you, bro. Appreciate you. Wirtz continues to get better every single game, said the Showcase. And our boy Brian, how are we, Mr. LFC USA? Happy Christmas, Chanukah, Solstice, and New Year to all. Much love to you as well, Brian. And I hope you had a wonderful Christmas. I can't wait to catch up and meet you guys again. Right, let's get to the comments. That felt like the Liverpool we know. Keep up the fantastic stuff, said G-Con. What else have we got? Frimpong playing not that good. I don't know what game you're watching, Charlie. Actually, Charlie, you've been talking bollocks for a little bit, so you can go on your holidays, mate. Imagine saying Frimpong's not being that good. Let's just say I don't understand how football works and save us all a lot of time. Frimpong's had a very good first half. Very good. Wirtz, sensational. Ekitike, top-notch. Macca's looked a bit better today. Jones, very good. The whole left sides looked well-balanced. And then, of course, I love the width that Jeremy Frimpong is holding on the right-hand side. Or Thomas Rognan, excuse me. Flo is a baller. Love your content, mate. Thank you, my man. Much love right back to you. And I agree. You know, you just see some players, bro. You just sit back, Thomas, and you just go, this guy's it. Despite whatever anybody else was saying, I knew. You just need to look at Wirtz and watch the manipulation of his body, the movements, the small little things to know that this dude is 1 second ahead of the rest of us when it comes to playing football. And that 1 second can be a lot. So totally agree with you, Thomas. Loudman12 said, getting Ekitike at the start and watching Newcastle struggle makes the pettiness of what we did even more sweeter. Again, I'm not allowed. If I say anything about Newcastle, you know, they all get their panties in a twist and start crying. So let's just say, and leave it at that. Damien said, hi, it's Max. I'm 10 with my dad. Hope you're doing well. Up Liverpool and Perth, Australia. Max, lovely to speak to you, young man. Merry Christmas to you and your family, Max, and say hi to your dad for me as well. And I hope you guys are enjoying the game. I dare say the weather, sir, is a little bit nicer in Perth, Australia than it is here. But it's lovely to hear from you, Max, and thank you so much, my friend. Merry Christmas to you. Squeaky Talk Sports. How are we, Squeak? Just need a Chiesa goal and a clean sheet now. And we've got a perfect day. 22 months and many more to come. Oh, it's such a perfect day. I'm glad I spent it with Flo. Ba, 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 ba. Of such a perfect day. You just keep me hanging on. Right, let's keep going. Elk said we need 2 more goals, Craig, because we both can't read. I'm not gonna lie, dude. When I put that prediction on, I did read it as 3 or more goals in my head. So yeah, you're right. We need 2 goals, but they're coming. They're gonna come, aren't they? Johnny Boy said again, Ekitike not only proved that he's a really good striker, but he's also a really good team player. Not greedy, even though he should be as a striker. Well done, man. Don't get too excited, we're crap. Oh, lads, look, I don't want to go in on you because it's Christmas. But if you can't get excited winning a game of football, when can you? I'm not sitting here imagining that this Liverpool team's going to go unbeaten till the end of the year now and win the league. But I remember what we've all been through together in the last few months. And I remember wanting us to feel like something was going in the right direction. And today we're 2-0 up. Wirtz has scored. Frimpong has an assist. It's good. Enjoy it. It doesn't have to be any deeper than looking at it today. But enjoy it, man. It's what footy's about. Craig, we love you. Daniel Barnes, thank you, Daniel. And I hope that your company is going well, sir. Fireside Warehouse Limited. Cool name. I hope it's going well. And much love to you as well, my friend. Oh, lads, This is normally be where I'd say I'm a little bit nervy because we're 2-0, but I think we're 2-0 and this could easily go to 3 to 4. Because now we can play with a bit of swagger. We can take a few more chances. Because we don't have to worry about Wolves sitting back. They can't just sit back now. It's no good to Rob Edwards to go out there and try and manage the scoreboard now. They have to find something at some point. So let's just see if they come out and are a bit more adventurous in the second half. Josh Thompson said, Wirtz has looked on point today. Very happy with that first half performance. So glad I can be excited when we play again. Also, love you, Craig, and thanks for always being consistent, brother. My pleasure. Thank you guys for being here with me. As I said, I have the easy job. I just have to come on and talk to some really cool people. One the odd said, Liverpool win 5-1. Ekitike outscored 2. Carlos said, we're doing okay. Hopefully we've gotten through the worst. Yeah, that's a fair assumption, mate. Yeah. Because I did keep asking myself, when was rock bottom? Where were we at it? But also, and it is important to remember this, kind of going back to what the young man said a minute ago, we're winning games now we should be winning. This was supposed to be an easy run. So, winning them is expected. But it's still a nice feeling. It's still cool to see Liverpool winning games of football, Wirtz scoring his goal. These are good things that we should be celebrating. Mike, how are we? Said a Wirtz goal on my birthday. Let's feckin' go. Thank you for the gift of membership. And a happy birthday to you, bro. Happy birthday from all of us. I won't ask you what number it is. We'll assume it's 21, Mike. But happy birthday to you, my friend. This is the football we've needed this season, said Philly Reds. Much love to you guys over in Philly. Hey, Craig, Merry Christmas. We look good. Thank you. Appreciate you. Merry Christmas to you as well. Nice to see Flo get his moment, said 50 Ping Skiller. It is, and he took it so well. We didn't need to do too much with it. Just need to go, just guide it past the keeper as he came out. But how sweet was it to get the 2 goals in such quick succession? That's what I really loved about that. Because at 1 at half-time, Wolves are still going to be thinking to themselves, all right, we get a set piece, we'll get a long throw, a corner, something, we might grab a goal here. But now they've got to find 2, and that makes it a very different equation. Dark Ruby said, I heard we ain't doing business in January. I'll talk about that in more detail tonight, mate, on the late night agenda. I'll be back at about 8:30. I'm trying to get a second source on a bit of information that I got yesterday, believe it or not. And I'm trying to just nail down a second source on it before I, give you everything I have on it. But let's just say, like I've said, some of the narrative around how much backing the manager had got doesn't have its grasp in reality. This is probably one of the best we've played. Still not perfect. New signings are really doing well now. Let's kick on and get 2 or 3 more now. WFM from Wayne. Thank you, Wayne. Isak scored last week. Vert scored this week. It's starting, lads. And we played better without Gakpo. These are the interesting things, though. That type of question that Nessie's brought up. What happens when Gakpo comes back in? What happens when Salah comes back? Does he revert, or does he stick with the hot hand? Does he stick with the players that are doing well? Does he stick with the system? This will be what ultimately defines where I am with Arne Slot, and I dare say probably a few other people as well. And Onmo, congrats to him, scored again for Egypt. Scored a penalty against South Africa to beat them 1-0, which already qualifies Egypt through to the next round of the AFCON. Scored in both games. Damien said, thanks for reading Max. My pleasure. Thank you, Damien. Yeah, my pleasure. And as I said, Merry Christmas to you both. IE634 said, finally watching a game with a smile on my face and hope in my heart. Much love from Iceland. Thank you, my friend. And thank you for your 4 months membership. Craig O'Clock Dan, rough edges are starting to smooth out. Love you all. Thank you, bro. Yeah, there's definitely some good signs. Like, it is right not to get carried away. I totally get that. That's fair. But the left side looked really good. The relationship between Kirkes, Jones and Wirtz is looking tasty. And on the right side, Frimpong's looking good. Got a bet on for 3-0 for the final score, said Mitchell. Fingers crossed for you, Mitchell. Rio should be getting minutes. We need his fearlessness. Again, that's another very good point, and it'll be another very interesting selection for the manager to see when he utilises the bench and who indeed he does utilise. So let's have a look at the bench anyway. On the bench today for the Reds, we have Bradley and Gakpo, Mamadashvili, Robbo, Woodman, Nioni, Ramsey, Ngamoa and Lucky. They're the options off the bench for the manager. Merry Christmas, Craig. Up the Reds. I nearly read that very differently, mate. In my head, I nearly read that very differently. But Merry Christmas to you as well. Thomas said, it's really nice to have positivity and joy this time of the year. Merry Christmas to everyone. Yeah, it definitely is, mate. And for me, I'm a simpleton. When the Reds win, I'm happy. And my wife can attest to that one. When Liverpool don't win, I look like someone's pissed on me cornflakes. Father Ted are only fools. Ted for me, memories from my late dad. So for me, other way around, for the similar reason. Only fools and horses, because I spent so much time with my dad, who's not with us anymore as well. Watching that, I know Only Fools and Horses back to front and inside out. I pretty much say I know 90% of the lines from every episode. Father Ted I loved. Dermot Morgan went to the same secondary school as I did in Stillorgan, in Dublin. Brilliant show. But yeah, for me it's got to be Only Fools. Big Guy said, hey mate, big fan of yours from Australia. Thank you, mate, but you're not a fan. You're a mate. I keep saying nobody should be a fan of me. I'm a normal guy. We're all friends. We're all mates. We're all pals. We're all buddies. We're all amigos. But I do appreciate you. Thank you. Gotta love Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Oh, you just want me to do it, don't you? You just want me to do it, and I'm not going to do it because I can do it, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not doing it. I'm fighting every Craig urge not to do it. Christina van der Merwe said, are you changing your mind about Frimpong now, Craig? You said you were unsure about his starting berth. I knew he'd win you round. My nickname for him is Ping Pong. So my questions, I guess, Christina, were, where does he fit into the system and setup? And can he operate as the right back? And the answer to your question simply is yes. Yes, he is. Because he's deserved to win me round. It's still early days and we still need to see how he gets on. But for the last couple of games in particular, when he came on in the last one and starting this one, yes, very impressive. Love the energy. Love his ability to take a man on. I love that he mixes up his crossing as well. So, yes, there is a lot to admire and a lot to like there. Shit, sorry, I forgot to start the second half clock. I will sync that up in 1 second. That's my bad, sorry. I'm a few seconds behind. Be nice if Premier Sports put their clock up so I could sync up. There we go, 42.23. What am I on? 21. I'm only a second or two behind, so bear with me. Oh, get away with the social media crap so I can see the clock, will you? There we go. Oh, it didn't go right. Sorry. I want to get this clock right for you. So leave it to there and I'll pause it. There we go. There we go. Now we're on target. Cross from Milos Kerkez in. Lovely cross. In West Philadelphia, born and raised on the playground is where I spend most of my days. Chilling out, maxing and relaxing, all cool and all shooting some b-ball outside of the school when a couple of guys that were up to no good started making trouble in my neighbourhood. I got in one little fight and my mom got scared. She said, "You're moving with your auntie and uncle in Bel Air." A whistle for a cab, and when I came near, the licence plate had freshened and a dice in the mirror. If anything, I could say that this app was rare, so I thought to them, forget it, go home to Bel Air. I pulled up to the house about 7 or 8 and I yelled to the cabbie, "You're home, smell you later." Looked at my kingdom, I was finally there. Consider my throne as the Prince of Bel Air. See, I know my shit. I watched that programme. We got there in the end. You knew I was going to get there, didn't you? I just had to go through it in my head just to make sure I knew most of it. So my rap album's dropping soon as well. I feel like Chris Rock right now. Nice. Love a bit of Chris Rock. I haven't watched the new Chappelle. I've been saving that. I'm going to watch it tonight. The new Chappelle stand-up on Netflix. Carlton dance now. You'll see me do that at some point in the future, I'm sure. Maybe after I lose a bit more weight, we'll try the Carlton dance. It's not unusual to be loved by anyone. I've probably got more of an Uncle Phil in me, to be fair. Where are we at? Harrison said, "What am I watching the game on?" It's on Premier Sport, bro, here in Ireland, so I'm lucky enough that I can watch it. Love everything you do for us. Onwards and upwards to the red, said Andrew. Thank you, Andrew. I'm going to sync up at 30 or 48:30 for everyone, just so we're all on the same page. Oh, Liverpool have turned over possession here. Wolves have a chance to counter us. Strike, blocked by Ibu. Cleared second one, which we will. We're at 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39 and 40. Goal kick Liverpool. Where was I at? This one from Dave. Frimpong feels like he covers the Trent gap a bit. Yes, he's a better technician on the ball than Conor Bradley. I'll say that definitely. Between them both, I love the options they give us. There's Ekatike. Ekatike all the way back defending and winning the ball. Oh. Hugo Ekatike. I love him. He's everywhere. All the way back defending as well. Wolves are going to set the lowest ever points record. I feel like you could be right, mate. I had to double check that it was only 2 after I said it the other day. Because even at that, I felt like surely that hasn't been that bad for Wolves. Do you want to know something really embarrassing? And I shouldn't say this, but I'm going to admit it. I watched the Wolves game. I don't know. Oh, hang on. Frimpong's on the gallop. Oh, referee doesn't give him a free kick. Wolves are looking to play their way out. And now he gives Wolves a free kick. So, I was watching Wolves, I think it was the 3rd game of the season or something like that. And I remember thinking, they're all right, this Wolves team. They're playing some decent football. Under Vitor Pereira at the time. And I thought, they should be all right. What the hell do I know? Surely aunt and uncle in Kildare. I don't actually, genuinely don't think I have any aunts and uncles that live in Kildare. Wolves on the attack, played off Van Dijk. It will be a Wolves corner on the near side. You just know he's going to tug Chiesa for Gakpo. I don't know if Gakpo would ask him to do that, mate. I don't know how close the relationships are out there, Mark. Well, Gakpo will have to get some minutes, to be fair. As will probably Bradley. And Wolves have scored. And we've conceded from a set piece again. It's 2-1. Oh, lads, here we go. I don't know what to say anymore about us dealing with set pieces. Canade's down holding his head. I'll have to see a replay of this. Let's see it. I don't see anything wrong with the goal. No, don't see anything wrong with the goal. He wins a free header. They're tall. Oh, fuck's sake. How is their tallest player not being marked by our centre-backs? Oh, he was. It was Ibu. Sorry, Ibu. It was out again. Ibu out-jumped from behind. And it's 2-1. And it's a set piece again. You couldn't make it up, lads. You couldn't make up our set piece defending. I don't know what Arna's talking to the 4th official about, because 2 things that happened there was, one, we lost the first header, which Canade does too often, and secondly, we didn't react, and it was the Wolves players that reacted first and poked the ball into the net. Now, you can ask questions about Alisson, and I think they are fair questions. Could he have parried that ball away further left or right? It's hard when things are that quick from that distance in front of you, but most importantly, look, the Wolves' tallest player, and we're not putting our best header of the ball, which is Van Dijk, on him. I don't understand that for a start, but let's just go get the 3rd, because I don't know what to say anymore. It is becoming an embarrassment, isn't it, from the set pieces? Like, conceding goals are one thing, but set piece, that's 9, I think, now this season. 9 goals from set pieces, maybe more. It should be embarrassing for all of them, for coaching staff and players. And now we have given them hope to build on something, so we've got to match it now. And go get this next goal. Oh, Jesus. Why can't we ever have a comfortable 2-0 lead and build on it to get a 3-0 lead? Be nice to get it just once, wouldn't it? Santiago Bueno with the goal, by the way, for Wolves, just in case you're wondering. Santiago Bueno. Frimpong, the Gravenberch. Almost 10 minutes now into the second half. Aaron Briggs, if he's still our set piece coach, he needs a P45 and quickly. Because anybody that describes himself as a set piece coach and can't deal with any corners or set the team up needs firing. Barnes Enterprise Group, we'd like to sponsor you this year. Daniel Barnes, we could get some Premier League players on your channel. Dan, if you could email me, mate, that would be hugely appreciated. Contact at AnfieldAgenda.com. Contact at AnfieldAgenda.com or partnerships at AnfieldAgenda.com. Definitely happy to have a chat. Would love to sit down and have a chat with you. But yeah, email us. Either contact at AnfieldAgenda.com or partnerships at AnfieldAgenda.com. Either one of those. But I'd suggest the contact one, mate. So contact at AnfieldAgenda.com. And I promise you, we'll be back in touch quickly. And thank you. Appreciate you. Slot told lads to slow control play Wolves goal, said Roshi. I can't say for certain, Roshi, why it did or didn't happen. But yeah, look, it's just frustrating. Because now we got to feel a bit more edgy. But if we can find the third, hopefully that should kill it off. But right now, you can see the confidence growing in those Wolves players. Now they're attacking down our right side. Ball across the edge of the 18-yard box. Hooked away by Wirtz. Come on, boys. Craig, how can you live with this? Because I certainly can't. Inside, I'm screaming, shouting, saying all kinds of shit. But I'm trying not to overreact. But I'm incredibly disappointed at the minute that we've conceded that goal the way we did. Because you know the way some things they say almost become a self-fulfilling prophecy? Well, I feel like every time we give away a corner when we're 2-0 up, it ends up in us conceding. That's what I feel. I'm not saying that's a reality, but that's how I feel when we have a set piece to defend a 2-0 up. Slot told lads to slow control play Wolves goal. Kem said Canada needs to be replaced in the first 11 urgently. Case has been awful. I can't believe we still need about 3 or 4 new players. So on the Canada stuff, and here's another set piece they're all coming up for now. On the Canada stuff, this isn't my story, but one of the journalists or one of the media that covers the club has said that his representatives have been in touch with Real Madrid to try and make that move happen again. Akatike now cuts inside, spread it, well done. Oh, so unlucky it was intercepted. That is the Kirkes stuff I don't like, where he dives in, but he's won it back again. Well done, Milosh. Yeah, apparently it doesn't look to me, and from my information, that he wants to sign that contract or is happy with the numbers. And the reports, like I've said, suggested that he's making contact again to try and get the Madrid move back on the table because of his slightly better form. But like I said, not my report. Wolves are going to make a double substitution here. Strand Larson, I think, will be one of the ones coming on. We have Stevie Wonder as our set-piece coach. Well, I'd say Stevie Wonder would at least have a better grasp of it than whoever Aaron Briggs is setting us up, or if there's somebody else as the set-piece coach. Like simple things like, why don't we have our tallest and best header of the ball marking their tallest and best header of the ball? And we don't. We have Canada marking it. And Canada is always at the centre of the crime. Haaland's header against us for Man City. Again, because Canade underjumped and was beaten by the man behind him. He almost jumped past the ball at that point. Corner here to Liverpool. And it's a similar situation with Canade there again. He's always weak and beaten by the man behind him. Coxel said, I knew we concede for set piece. Well, we have a set piece here ourselves now, so let's hope we can figure something from it. 12 set piece goals we've conceded, Marcus said. 12. That is shocking. That is shocking. 12. Fuck me. Anyway, look. Half an hour to go. Let's get this third, boys. Come on. Maka to take the corner. He pulls it back to the edge of the box. Ooh, unlucky. Wirtz drags the shot just a bit wide, but I like that corner routine. Wirtz stands edge of the box. Maka drills it out low to him. He has the space. He just can't get the shot on target. Did it take a deflection? No, it didn't. Ooh. It's about half a yard wide of the post, but it was a good corner routine. Here's Chiesa off now for Bradley. So Chiesa got an hour, and now he's replaced by Conor Bradley. Have to say I'm sick of this slow football, said James Hart. Appreciate you, James. Only Liverpool can make Wolves look good, said Owen Mulhern. Well, Fede's off for Bradley. Now, before anybody jumps into the whole Chiesa conversation about manager this, how dare they that, I would say that was pre-planned. Before anybody goes in on it, I'd say that was pre-planned because of the lack of game time Fede has had. 60 minutes is a lot of a workload for a player that hasn't really been playing a lot. So I would dare say that was pre-planned before the game. Jones now wins the ball back, zips it in. Can't be controlled by Maka though, and it goes through to Jose Sa. Wolves, you can see the confidence levels in Wolves have shot up since that goal. Oh, we never make this easy on ourselves, lads, do we? Now it's Wolves who look like they're playing with the swagger. Right, Wolves in possession inside their half. Look at how is that space there? Look at the Jesus space. Strand Larson now pulls it back and comes to Alisson. There was one ball that was played past one of our midfielders, and the Wolves player had no Liverpool player within 15 yards of him in a circle. And he had the space to just run directly towards our box. This is the side of Slots football that I cannot be doing with. You can't be allowing lads to just walk into 15 yards of space with no one tracking them. I can't remember a game under Slot that didn't feel like a 50-50 game that can go either way. That's why, I mean, it's a fair point, Nimrod Hurwitz, because, you know, we said start of the season, we won games, didn't look convincing. We said in this run, we've won games, very grateful for it. Wolves have had more touches in the opposition box than us in the second half. They've had 7, we've had 2. In the first half, we had 31, they had 2. So it's been far more Wolves in the second half than it has us, especially in the attacking areas. Oh, lucky. Strike from Jones. That's saved by Jose Sa. Good play, edge of the box. Jones drills the ball low. And it's saved by Jose Sa, and they've cleared it. Come on, boys. Good pushing. Good pressing by Frimpong. Well done. Canale steps in, wins it. Maka. Jones. Nice ball inside the Gravenberch. Gravenberch cuts inside. Shot just didn't open up from Wirtz now. Goes out left to Kirkes. Back to Wirtz. Gravenberch. Across to Jones. Jones floats. There's no one there, Curtis, mate. There's no one there. Floats it across. There's no one there. Kirkes scrambles, keep the ball in on the far side and does so. Wirtz. Gravenberch. Jones. Back to Bradley. Jeremy Frimpong now. Jones. Again to Frimpong. Jones. I mean, we've been moving the ball for the last 30 seconds and haven't progressed with it anywhere. Bradley now switches it across to Virgil on the left side. Virgil out to Wirtz. Gives a little give and go with Kirkes. Back to Kirkes. Wirtz. Hugo Ekitike now. Gravenberch. Maka. Come on, boys. Kirkes. Slips it down the line to Wirtz. Wirtz goes past his man. Pulls it back. Unlucky. Wirtz, good football down the left. Gets to the byline. Pulls you back towards Ryan Gravenberch, who's on the edge of the 18-yard box. He's off balance because he's in a tussle with the defender and he can't steer his shot directly towards goal and it goes high and wide. But good spot by Wirtz. And again, he was just falling backwards as he hit it, Gravenberch. ESG Soccer said, I miss Mane, direct and fast. Merry Christmas. Oh, dude, I have been screaming for a direct and fast player. And again, I would say, would this not have been an opportunity now with Wolves pushing to get young Rio Ngamoa on the pitch? To have that counter-attacking pace. Because Wolves are going to push further and further in search of this equaliser. And we need to make sure we exploit that space and don't just drop back deeper and deeper and deeper and deeper. Need to make sure we've got somebody with counter-attacking speed. And that's why I would be screaming for Rio right now. Kirkes down the left-hand side. Eventually just... How did the ref give a free kick there, by the way? Is he giving it to Liverpool? That's all right then. Yeah, I don't know how... The Wolves players were appealing for a free kick against Kirkes, who'd actually done nothing wrong. He only went to ground and then blocked off the ball with his legs. And they just kicked at him. So, referee's giving a free kick to Liverpool. Was somebody in the chat asking about Dominic Szoboszlai? He's serving a suspension because of a culmination of yellows, so he'll be back for the next one. Lee said, must be a kid in the 21s playing better than Canade. Well, there's Wellity Lucky, who is on the bench today. Right, free kick to Liverpool, kind of 5-6 yards in from the corner flag on the... Oh, look at that, Ekitike just shithousing. Ekitike just pushed someone flat in the back to the ground. Right, eventually we'll get this free kick. Wirtz still hanging around the edge of the box. Let's see if Maka does something similar here. Ball crossed in, it's deep. Jose Sa punches it away. And Ekitike's down injured off the ball. Eventually, referee stops it. I think he's winded, is he? What happened to him? I don't know. I can't figure out what happened to Ekitike there. He went down holding his throat. Did he get elbowed in the throat by Mascara? I mean, it didn't look like there was much in that, lads. Let's be honest. Why bring Rio on? Didn't Chiesa teach y'all today? Teach us what? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, mate. Chiesa's not on the pitch anymore. So any Chiesa conversations are relevant as to why we should bring Rio on or not. Maka. Strike. Ooh. Little daisy cutter just dragged wide of the far post. Opinions on games being moved from Boxing Day. I hated it. I think, because of the way the week fell, and like in today being Saturday, it seemed more of a natural fit to them, but I don't like it. It felt weird only having one game yesterday. And it was a dull game as well. So yeah, I didn't like it. Yeah. I like much more football on the 26th. Virgil clears it again. Come on, boys. Press, press. Yes, Milosh. Keep going. Keep going. Unlucky. Wolves eventually take the ball off him. Gravenberch has it now. He gets brought down. Free kick Liverpool about 20 yards inside the Wolves half, far side of the pitch. Would it be possible at some point to get assists on the lineup graph? No worries if not. I'm not sure. I'm sure, technically, I'm sure it's absolutely possible. Leave it with me. Leave it with me. It's a question I'd have to ask our developers, so leave it with me. But I'm sure it's possible technically. Virgil. We have 17 minutes to go plus stoppage time. It's 2-1. Again, far closer than this game needed to be. People saying Arsenal winning 2-1. Well, I thought there was 2-2 a minute ago. Oh, unlucky. I swear people said that Arsenal game was 2-2 a minute ago. Wolves on the attack. Strike. Oh, Addison comes, saves it and spills it, then regathers it at the second attempt. So he said, Rio fans, if they said if Rio fans, if Rio comes on, who goes off? For me, I'd probably be thinking Ekitike. And hear me out. It's not because I don't think Ekitike's played well, or because I don't think he'd be a goal threat. But I do think we need to protect him. And I don't want Ekitike picking up a muscle strain or injury. So I would say if you're in the lead and you want to play and play with pace to counter, I would say take Ekitike off and bring on Rio. Maka could be another interesting show, but I'd rather give up my centre forward than an than a midfielder if I'm looking to have pace on the counter. What is Boxing Day? We don't have that in Sweden. We don't have it in Ireland either. We have a different day. It's called Stephen's Day or St. Stephen's Day. Boxing Day used to be, I believe, English people can correct me on this, used to be the day the presents were open. So I think Christmas Day was Christmas Day, but Boxing Day was the Presents Day, I think, unless I'm wrong. But like I said, we have a different thing in Ireland called St. Stephen's Day, or Stevens's Day as we call it. Maka switches it across to Wirtz. Wirtz into Ekatike. Unlucky. Again, goes back to Jose Sa. He plays it out right side. Just under 15 minutes to go. No, you're right, Craig, about Boxing Day. I thought that was it, but I wasn't 100% certain. Joker Gaming said, look at the match stats. Everyone stop crying. I don't, respectfully, Joe, like I always say to you, mate, for me, I don't care about the match stats. The scoreboard's the important stat. And the scoreboard shows we're winning. And as long as it stays that way, I'm happy. But you can't deny that since Wolves have gotten that goal, they've looked far more confident and far more threatening than beforehand. And we've looked more edgy. So we need to just find that third and kill this game off. Wolves work it into the right channel. Cross in. Header. Oh. Thankfully, goes about a yard over Alisson's crossbar. They work it into a wide area. Get a cross in. And look at that. Look at that again. That's disgraceful, Virgil. He's in between Virgil and Canade, who have about 7 or 8 yards between them. And again, Wolves' tallest attacker standing unmarked in the 18-yard box on the penalty spot. Unmarked. Gravenberch. Tried to pick out Ekatike. It's back to the keeper. Keeper. Oh, there's a Wolves player down. So put the ball out on Wolves. Put the ball out if you want to get treatment. Right, now the ball's out. Wolves player's gone down. I think it's a muscle injury. Arias about to come on now for Wolves. It looks to replace it. It's Tola who's been causing us problems. And again, how was he unmarked in the penalty area? He's the biggest guy. Have I eaten a lot of chocolate over Christmas, Craig? Actually, no, not really. On the chocolate front, no. Lots of cake, but not really much chocolate now. So Gakpo looks like he's getting ready to come on. Yeah, looks like Gakpo's getting ready to come on. Ekatike and Frimpong have just been given summons. See Ekatike, see he's starting to cramp up again. You can see him stretching out that right hamstring. That's what I'm talking about with why I'd have Rio on. Because, yeah, you can see Ekatike is not moving freely. Definitely feeling the effects of the effort he's put in. Benjamin Alfred, how are we, sir? Said, we're so boring, brother. It's just so, we make it so unnecessarily hard on ourselves, Benjamin. I don't know another team in world football that is scared to go 2-0 up as much as we are. How weird is that to say even out loud, my man? And appreciate you, Benjamin, as well. Thank you, sir. Wolves now in possession inside the Liverpool half. Cross comes in, goes over everyone's head, and Gravenberch clears at the far post. Cross in, too close to Ali, who claims it. 9.5 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Liverpool 2, Wolves 1. In case you're joining us late, yes, Wolves' goal did come from a set piece, as you would have expected against us. We see some nervous faces there, and the cameraman goes in and around the Anfield crowd. Maka forgot to bring the ball with him there as he let it bounce. Wolves now trying to play in behind. Alisson comes out and claims that. Craig, I've not been watching the game. How have we been playing? We played very well first half, and I'm not just saying that because we were 2-0 up. We looked far more confident, moved the ball quicker, and just looked so in control. Second half, Wolves came out, started with a bit more enthusiasm, got themselves a set piece, and then, of course, a goal came from it. And then the game's been a bit more stretched and end-to-end since, with a bit more nervousness to it. Bradley, he's dispossessed. Did you see Canada, by the way, having the fucking cheek to turn around to the crowd and do this? Canada, of all people. The man who doesn't know how to head a football in his own penalty area has the cheek to turn around to the fans and do this. They should all turn around to him and do this. Sign the fucking contract, big boy. So last 10 minutes, it's been 55% for possession to Wolves, 45 to us. In the match, 72-28. So as you can see, the last while, Wolves have been getting into it and growing in confidence. This has all the signs of a late draw, said Chad. I think there'll be another goal in the game, Chad. It'll just be whether it's us to force the 3-1 or them to get the 2-2. I do feel another goal in it, but I'm hoping, mate. I'm hoping that it's in our favour. Headed away by Bradley. Again, Wolves' second ball. Another cross in. Strike. How's... Oh, for fuck's... Same player. Again, gets a shot away. Gets in front of Virgil. Gets a shot away and thankfully goes over the bar. Can Virg win a duel? Does he know he's allowed to? Look at this shit. Watch this. Ball comes in. It's crossed. Virg again. Too far off his man, has to try and rush towards him, and still the Wolves player gets a strike away, and thankfully it wasn't on target. Well in, Bradley. That's a free kick, Liverpool. Bradley got caught on the way through. 6 minutes, just over 6 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Frimpong. No, we've given it away. Now Wolves have a chance to counter. Fuck's sake. They slip it into Strand Larson. He pulls it back across. Wolves trying to work it into a wide area here to get a cross in. Liverpool getting bodies back. Well done, Milos Kerkez. He gets a block in. Wolves throw in far side. 5.5 minutes left on the clock. Here comes Cody Gakpo on for Hugo Ekitike. Well done, Hugo. Right, so here's the change. Ekitike off, Gakpo on. Welcome back, Cody. Strand Larson now, right side. Canady's out there with him. Ball across. Oh, great challenge. Connor Bradley stops that from being 2-2. Canady's a joke. He's a disgrace. He lets his man get across him when he's standing right beside him on the byline. And Connor Bradley with a heroic. The hero-nomics was turned up to 10. Look at this from Canada again, you lazy shit. Bradley comes flying in to stop a tap in. Canada couldn't even be bothered to try and block the cross. I'm done with Canada, lads. I'm done with them. Corner in. Headed away to the near post by Milos Kerkez. Wolves now going long and direct. Second ball. They work it into the left channel. Bradley goes out. Wolves trying to work across in position. And they get themselves a corner. Oh, for fuck's sake. 3 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Wolves corner near side. Corner in. Headed away by Virgil. Second ball. Jones has it. He gets bumped off. Free kick. Well done, Curtis. 2.5 minutes plus stoppage time to go. This is not how I expected this game against Wolves to go, lads. It isn't. A win will be, if we can see the win out, great, but again, far from convincing. We're so bad. Get Arna out. Struggling versus second division. Jones, he loses possession. Wolves try a back heel. It's with Maka now. Milos Kerkez, he plays it forward. Wirtz heads it down to Cody Gakpo. He loses the ball. It's a Wolves throw in. Cody feels he was fouled. Ref said he wasn't. Throw into Wolves' far side of the pitch. Sa sends it long. Virgil heads it backwards. But thankfully it's went to Bradley. Final minute of normal time. Canade wins a header. Wolves have it in the middle of the park. They go back to Sa. Barnes Enterprises Group said, Craig Houlden, 2026, big things coming for you. Thank you, sir. I honestly, I'm looking forward to reading your email if it came in. But either way, I wish you and your company and your family a very merry 2026 and a healthy one, mate. I'll take being healthy for 2026, bro. That'll do me, sir. But appreciate you. And again, I hope you've managed to send that email to contact@AnfieldAgenda.com. And Connor will forward it straight on to me. That's why am I feeling nervous? It's 5 minutes added on. 5 minutes. Wolves on the attack, right hand side. They're still looking for a crossing opportunity here. That's it, Curtis. Get up and in their face. Come on. That's it, Curtis. That's the attitude. Wolves still trying to move it around to create that channel for the cross or for the through ball. Again, they have to go backwards. Here comes a cross in. It's deep. It's too close to Allison, who claims it. Well done, Ali. We've had one of the 5 minutes now, folks. 4 still to go. Scoring a third or fourth goal was easier than this, said Nessie. Yep, we certainly are making a meal out of this one. Puts us in such a mentally awkward place as Liverpool fans, doesn't it? Because in one way, people say you're winning games of football, and they're not wrong. But in another way, none of this has been convincing. Uh-oh. Oh, thank God. Well done, Ryan Gravenberch. We had our pocket picked inside our own half, and Gravenberch gets back and gets a challenge in, or we could have been in a bit of trouble. Trey Neone coming on now to replace Florian Wirtz. Well done, Flo. Yeah, so Trey Neone coming on to replace Florian Wirtz, who has got his opening Premier League goal with an assist from Hugo as well. Come on, Trey. Right, Wolves started back. Deep cross from Wolves, well over a hit, and thankfully goes behind for a goal kick to Liverpool. We are heading towards the end of the 3rd minute of 5 minutes of additional time. Don't forget, ladies and gents, in our match reaction, we'll be asking you to vote for your man of the match as well, and we'll have the link in there for your player ratings. You need to be joined up to the Anfield Agenda WhatsApp community for that. And we will make sure to have that link in the WhatsApp for the player ratings. So Liverpool throw it, but the ref wants it taken 10 or 15 yards further back up the pitch. We're literally just trying to run down the clock now by wasting time taking a throw in. Wolves have it. Bradley, he knocks it forward. Wolves clear with the header. Gravenberch is there. Jones into the left channel now to Gakpo. Gakpo, strike over the bar. Goal kick inside the last minute of the 5 added on. Wolves go long with the goal kick. Ball breaks in the middle of the park. Wolves player makes an absolute mess of his touch. Thankfully puts it far too far up the pitch. Gakpo feels he kept the ball in on the far side. Ref said no. Throw in Wolves. We're at the point of it's last chance saloon now. We've almost had the 5 minutes. Wolves are trying to work one more crossing position, which Liverpool block. It's a Wolves throw in. We've had the 5. It's now at the discretion of Simon Hooper. Wolves lump one forward. It's knocked down. Wolves want to get on with it quickly. They do. It's back. Again, Wolves go long with it. Canate wins the header. Second ball breaks. De Kerkez, he hooks it away. And Liverpool gives referee gives a free kick to Liverpool for a late challenge on Kerkez, which hopefully should be enough to see this one out. You would imagine now that that'll be it. It was Kerkez or Bradley. Sorry, I'm not sure who was fouled. But that should be enough to see this one out, as we've almost had 6 minutes now of added on time. And it is all over, ladies and gentlemen. It is all over. Liverpool just about got over the line and beat Wolves by 2-1. A result that does push us back up in the right direction in towards those Champions League places, but a far from convincing one. Nonetheless, it is a victory. Liverpool 2, Wolves 1. Liverpool goal scored by Florian Wirtz and Mr. Ryan Gravenberch. Wolves 2 points. Shouldn't be stressful game. Barnes Enterprise Group said private healthcare for you in 2026, Craig. I feel like mate, if you're on a wind up with me, it's going to be a very hurtful wind up for me. But you know, I'm Arna out immediately, said Suleiman. I love watching your things, and I love watching Liverpool games. I'll subscribe too. And now I hope you have a great day. Can send £5. Thank you so much. It's Jason Harvard, mate. Appreciate your support and your subscription, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, it wasn't convincing, but we did get the job done. It finishes at Anfield. Liverpool 2, Wolves 1. I didn't win anything because we didn't get the extra 4th goal in my predictions game, but we do have some winners in there, and congratulations to those that did win a few quid. Cobos, 13.50. What else have we got in there? We do have some winners, yes. Nice. And congratulations to all of you. And again, thank you. Anfield and Ashes, $13. Congratulations to you. And thank you, of course, to our sponsors, Big Up. Don't forget, you will have a Big Up predictions game for every Anfield Agenda watch-along moving forward. Scan the QR code in the bottom corner of the screen, and that will bring you across. You can either download the iOS app or go to bigup.com. Right, my friends, we'll see you for the match reaction in 60 seconds, where we'll be asking you to vote for your man of the match. Chad said, at least we got a different type of shot attempt from Gakpo, so there's that. And Mash Blends FC said, get this man out of our club. I can't do this. Right, ladies and gents, much love to you all. We will see you in 60 seconds for the match reaction. Appreciate all of your support as always. And we will talk soon. Much love.